Hello, Chatfishes, and welcome to another stream. It's me, your host, your beloved Kib. Myself. No, I did. I hate my voice. Oh, don't talk to me. Me. Close all those tabs. Yes. Get out of here, Kib. There. Oh my god, I've been working so hard. So many tabs open. Jesus Christ. Ah, God help me. Always something, isn't it? Today we're gonna play Old World Blues because, you know. I don't know. Oh, no! Oh, because I don't know who I am anymore. You know who we're gonna be? We're gonna go to... You know what? Fuck it. I don't care anymore. I don't want to be alive. I want to kick it to Kibbo side immediately. Oh, this week's been a tough week for Kibbo. A tough week, but we're getting through it. Okay, so I don't even know what we're gonna be. We're gonna play a random country. Okay, I don't care. I don't care anymore. Heaven's Gate? No. High Chapel, Old Country. There's so many choices. You know what? Maybe we'll be the remnants of the Enclave because I'm depressed. Yes. I think it's the only sensible thing to be, honestly, if you ask Gib. Yes, I think we will. MacArthur. They are the remnants of Colonel Santiago is a woman pulled in many directions. Having made it through the loss of the rig and President Richardson, she has only taken on greater and greater responsibilities through the years. She is answerable to the secretary in Chicago, duty-bound to her faithful staff, entangled within the desires and ambitions of the first families. He has not done before? That's okay, I've never done MacArthur. Nor have I done any of these factions except like a handful of them. I did the Roach King. I did New Vegas. And I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's all I've done. I think. No, turn the NCR into the NAR. No, I don't think I will. Not chat. Let's Chatfish pay. Well, currently it's $2 to Kib's choice. You may now contest, chat. Also, I will be leaving in a few hours to go have family with my mom. I haven't seen her in almost a year. Along with one of my brothers, maybe both of them. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen them in about a year. About a year. It's been a long time. I don't have time to see my family because I'm too busy making money. God help me. Oh, we were behind a day. Oh, and I have to do this. It's not stressing me out or anything. Don't worry about it. I'm not stressed. You're stressed. The Colonel. The Chatfish. Refugees. The Enclave. First families. She's not loyal to the Enclave. Also, Northern Colorado is the latest update hit. I don't care about Colorado. I want Minnesota. Oh my god, what the fuck is that in Minnesota? There's a little fucking tent there. That's Minneapolis. I think that's St. Cloud right there, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's St. Cloud. Yeah. I'm gonna be going to St. Cloud. NCR says Grumpy Rat has been a bubble cultist for 20 months. Alright, the NCR is now in the lead. That puts the new Californian Republic in the lead, Chumpus. He's like, Chumpa! He looks at you, you know, fucking mad. Also, don't forget, there is a Dono War ongoing for Mass Effect Andromeda. I will allow this Dono War's hashtags to be put towards that as well, if you would like. Currently, a male character is in the lead. This will affect what kind of artwork gets produced, which will affect a lot of things. We got Seki Jokes are £2. Says contest NCR into the NAR, I say. Well, hold on. First it's NCR, then we'll decide what the fuck that means. I don't even know what the NAR is. And thank you for the donation. Very generous. Harley Houdini gives a membership. That's £5. Thank you very much. That's very generous. Perhaps too generous. It lands on Zach Kilgore, who's a little lurking fuck up. Just scream a little bit. I'm just so fucking annoyed. So annoyed. I'm in over my head, chat. I decided to develop an indie game, and it's only like several dozen things I have to do. Several. I write lore, I answer questions. I write lore, I answer questions. I write lore, I answer questions. What do? I write lore, I answer questions. That's all I do. I write stories. I talk about. I do terrible things to Celeste occasionally. Like, I'll confess my sins, all right? You know, Celeste will be having a good day eating a chocolate chip cookie, and then I just fucking, fucking punt her table over and be like, no, your cookies are in the trash. And she's like, well, it is what it is. I gotta make you into the war criminal you're supposed to be. The chat needs you to be. The chat needs you to be. Would money be fighting for America or the Enclave? It's apparently unfortunate, Chow Chow. The Enclave will not be around for long. If you refuse to sell your soul, so it will be the way harder for you for doing so. I know. I won't sell out. Because I'm too principled. Because I couldn't live myself if I did. God damn it. Goddamn principles. Holding me back. Always knew it. Let me grab some tea real quick. At least have that. If nothing else, maybe we make something. I made pot stickers, but I think I used a little bit too much oil. There we go. Heatway. Refrigerator. And I'm back. You should sell out to Cowcow? No, I don't think it will. Going to donate some money through PayPal. Oh, wow. The most effective way to make kids feel good about on the inside. Money in PayPal. Delicious. Make my PayPal feel bloated. Yes, Oh, our website just cost 1.2k. It was very expensive, and I just got done paying it. If I sound stressed out, it's because I had to pay several people, and I went from getting paid by Google to watching what awesome money we did get begin to evaporate before the month's even over. Wonderful. But on the bright side, hopefully there'll be no more website payments having to happen anytime soon, because, oh my god. That's expensive. I certainly hope that was worth it, chat. I don't know when the new website's going to go into full effect. But by God, it better be worth it. It costs an arm and a goddamn leg. Oh, God help me. You have to elect Grant C. Hayes in the NCR, who is an enclavaboo, and he'll turn the country into New American Republic through his development trees. Don't forget, chat can now get on the Silksong thumbnail. That's right! Silksong is currently available to get onto the thumbnail. It's limited time because Bino really wants me to stream Silksong, so he's making the thumbnail. So it doesn't require it to be funded. You can just buy onto the thumbnail. This is a generous thing Bino is doing for me. Very kind of Bino. Don't Lesnar news? Lesnar is losing currently. I'm sorry. Oh, actually, I don't know. I have no idea who's losing. Is it a furry game? No. What the fuck? Why are you asking me these questions? Silksong is actually happening? Yes, it comes out in a month or so. You may now get onto the thumbnail for it. Bino was ecstatic about it. He literally dragged me out of my fucking stream room to talk about it for a second. It's about bugs or something. It's about bugs or something. Holy shit. Tumba, how much did you donate? I think the NCR is going to win, right? All right, 60 seconds to contest. NCR's only listed at $5 right there. I'm reading what Chumba's putting on that sheet because that's all I see up there. Has been allocated. Rhea is now in the lead. Nice. You put Princess Rhea in the lead. You want her to get jawled? Damn. This is really just about which waifu gets jawled, chat. You know it. You should change the Donut War to reflect that. Oh my god. I'll change you to reflect that if you're not fucking careful. Manifest Destiny is its own country. Yes, by the way, we will be continuing the stream when I come back with from family dinner. I need to stop streaming at 4 p.m. US Central, though. Because I need to shower up, pretty up, because I didn't take a shower right away in the morning because I wear my headphones like I normally do. So instead, I'm going to do it later. Because, you know, my headphones will map my hair. And then I'll look stupid. Looks... Vulpus donates €2.50. It says, Lenandris! Lenandris. He is our... What's with the Seaborn boys now? You like the Seaborn? We haven't even given them their army yet. Yes, the Seaborn do have their own army, if you were curious. The Great Houses technically have different troops. The Seaborn, most notably. Their most notable thing is the Seaborn Marines. They got the best Marines, Vulpus. Didn't you know that?
Hello. Sorry, I need to fix something.
Yeah, I said the Seaborn. You guys keep funding Lenandris.
No, I hear you.
He's from House Concordia, which is a placeholder name, by the way. I've said this before, but like I've never gotten around to working on them because I'm working on like stuff far to the north of them. When I get back to them, I will fix their name. I've been fixing a few of the things around them, like the little island names, but I've yet to fix their actual house name because I need to go back into their history and check real quickly about their origins. Once I do that, I'll make something more fitting for them. But their placeholder name. But yeah, he's from that house, and they are really cool Marines. Like, their Marine troops are actually really awesome. I don't think you've ever seen the artwork for them. They're really cool. They're light, nimble, and fast.
No, I think we didn't.
They're very fantastic at moving through difficult terrain or water. Their special characteristic is they swim fast. And it's because they wear light armor, they can move very quickly.
Would that translate into the bonuses for movement, for example, for the tabletop?
They should be able to relatively move through water with ease. So if there's like rivers or swamps, no problem.
Maybe not get the movement penalty or something.
Yeah, that's what they specialize in. Wet stuff.
Yep.
Wet stuff.
You need to turn both of Kami's Chatfish on.
You mean Chumpy Gawa? He's like, Chumpy! And then he looks at you, with big watery eyes. Because he's about to fucking start crying because he just realized he called himself Chumpus. And he's sad about it. Depressed. Also, welcome to stream, Grumpy, Frederick, Sturha, Florial, maybe Seki jokes. He's like, maybe. Whoa! Fucking Christ. Buy a gay named Costa? What? Buy a gay named Costa? What? What's Costa? What are you talking about?
Costa?
Oh, no, he's being Costa Concord. I got you. It's a boat, sinks in the water. I get you. That's a good joke. That's funny. I remember seeing Internet Historian's video on that. That was quite the funny and tragic tale, honestly, because people did actually lose their lives because of that. All right, so New California Republic. I almost said New Valerina. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Something ballerina is Valerina. Okay, let's see. It doesn't seem like anyone wants to get this. Can you turn on my Chatfish, please? I did. Alright, chat, you have 60 seconds to contest. If you don't, we're going to play as the New California Republic. And that will win. NCR has 5. Your choice has 12. Oh, my choice has 12? Never mind then. New California Republic will lose. Just, yeah! My choice is MacArthur. I've never done a campaign through them. I tried them, and then for whatever reason, we never actually got to play them because we just kept having to end the campaign. Oh, I don't like that terrain, though. That looks ass. Oh, that's ass. Look at all that fucking mountain shit. Oh. 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 Garbage. Heaven's Gate needs to die, is what I'm seeing in here. But Yellowstone Park needs to die first. Then Chapel. Chapel will... Oh, God, that's like... You can only push through here. Or something. Oh, my God. It's not going to be pretty, honestly. The mountains and the Rockies are just hell. I have expected Kib to get the Civil War route as accident for the NCR. Well, you can't expect that because it's not going to win. Grumpy is going to contest. Holy shit. Another Chatfishy joining the Holy War. It's like, oh, Domine. Chumpus has said he's tapped out. Choompa! Ponzen 381 DK is roughly 50 USD. What? Huh?
He wants to know how much DKK Donkey Kong.
Oh, does he want to get on the Sith song thumbnail?
I guess. He knows it's 7 gift subs, but he doesn't know how much it is directly.
I should pin this in chat because Bino just dropped this news on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You should. Also, that's a name, Silksong, that's a name I didn't hear in a long time. Did you play Hollow Knight, kids?
Yep. We ran out of time for playing it, though, sadly.
No.
It was fun. But I'm not very good at it, and I don't like the boss fights. I don't like the boss fights.
Maybe
Mostly
that
'cause
has something to do with it.
You have to travel all the way back, and that was one of the things that really annoyed me. Is that it took fucking eons to go anywhere. Metroidvanias can be very hit or miss for me. Remember, at $20 say, NCR, also Chatfish on, please. Rape your choice. Thank you for the nation. That is indeed 25 grumpoonies. Yes, that's what we're going to call those now. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That spells grumpoony for you and me. Boop. Where is he? Is he not overlapping anyone, right? Yeah. I had to move some fish recently, so I got to double check. Because Bino's new Chatfish are on the overlays now as well. Welcome stream, Sub-Zero. Evil. You changed your name, didn't you? You changed your name. Oh, and Stardew is now funded. Oh, congratulations. Stardew Valley is now funded. There's limited time to get on that thumbnail as well. God damn, there's so many goddamn things. Can't slow down. Also, apparently we need to fund Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, but doesn't come out till October, so let's not worry about that right now. There's too many funds. I'm not even going to start the thumbnail for that or even have that on queue yet. What if Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is good? What if it is? That'd be great. I'm not going to get my hopes up. But I'm going to be an open-minded little bucket fish when I think about it. Because, man, if Dawn of War 4 is good, I will be so happy. I'm just going to lament about that. If Dawn of War 4 could be good, I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy, chat. It won't? Yeah, it probably won't. But, like, what if it was, though? Okay? What if it was? What if it is? What if it's okay? What if it's kind of fun? What if it's actually not that bad? Okay? What if it's actually amazing? What if it's game of the year? What if we goat? Go. No,
Calm down.
What if we can just have good games again? Pondazin donates 320 Donkey Kongs to say, Silksong, SF, Fulpus Choice. Thank you for the nation, very generous. We're almost caught up from yesterday's goal. No, YouTube for me is using me, my @ and not account name. Okay, you have to change your name then. You little chubby fish. He's like, chubby. And he waddles. This chubby little fish body. Alright, currently the NCR is... Wait, didn't the NCR get more donos? Yeah, it did. These things are being updated. Bulbous! 20 went to NCR. It's a dono war.
I'm on it.
Well, that would be wild if Bloodline 2 was good. Even okay would be a shock, but it would be welcome. I mean, I just want good games. I really just... I'll be honest, I'm not going to lie. I already told developers whenever they're like, okay, you have early access for this, but you need to say something. I'm like, no, I'm not going to say... I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Like, you need to be okay with that, or just don't give me access. Which is why I'll never get access to anything. Except Stardock. Stardock gives me stuff. I'll give them credit. They're like, yeah, I'm going to say my opinion, and it might not be positive. That's cool. Here's the key. We know you like our games, so, you know, hope you like this one. Oh my god. Oh my god, Stardock actually is literally one of the best companies. I don't like every one of the games they put out, but the fact that they take critique and criticism well, like actual developers, I'm proud of them. Oh my god. I'm glad they played a big role in my childhood. Thank god. We need more developers like them. More publishers. Well, more publishers. They do develop stuff too. Now, Stardock, hurry up and give me access to that new Ashen game you're developing. Yes. Like, no, not that one. So, god damn it. You little shits. You little... Give it to me. Give it to me. Okay, that's right. I was in the middle of something. And then I started spurging the fuck out. There we go. Why is YouTube? Why are you flashing the dono sign at me? It's like, consider donating to yourself.
Yes.
It's like, give yourself money. It's like, okay. That's in the back end, by the way. It was flashing the dono button, and which I can, yes, press that and donate to myself. I've only done that once as a couple of times as a joke because I thought it was funny. But that's what my free spending money. Now that I don't have free spending money and I'm literally as poor as India, I can't do that. As funny as that would be, YouTube, I can't do that right now. You know why, YouTube? Because you take 30%. Maybe if you didn't take 30%, I'd do that. Maybe you took only 5, you little shits. Oh, whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm not going to complain about it anymore. Yes, just give money to YouTube.
Yes.
Yep, nubs.
Because I have a question for you, Kips.
What's that?
The Mass Effect one is non-overhead, right?
Yes, this is just for the character. It doesn't, but it will affect the fan arts. So who we romance, whatever, and whatever lewds or whatever are funded, that will affect all the art. Palu's also going to be assigned to make artwork of every Dono War of the Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough. It's part of our new experiment for RPGs. So every Dono War is going to have like a mini little sketch made about it. About our characters going through decisions that Chatfish told them to do.
Okay.
This could be really
because
fun.
of the Vulpes choice, Pomlazan generously gave because I did put that to Linandris.
You're a fucking monster. You're a fucking... Chumba's just fucking glaring at you from his corner.
I know. I asked him first, and he said I should ask you. So
if Bloodlines, our Israeli Chatfish says, if Bloodlines 2 is good, I'll grow my foreskin back. All right, chat. This one's for you, Mookie. It's like, oh, as this just grows back. Now, because of your religion, Moogie, you're gonna have to get it snipped. He's like, no.
See, there's the glare. There's the glare. There's the sus emoji.
Yeah, the sussy fish. Okay. So currently, NCR's in the lead. Will anyone contest? You have 60 seconds to do so. I forgot to announce that sooner. I should have said that, but I got distracted. We're back to being NCR. I swear you're all fucking ridiculous. What do you mean you ran out of supplies again? Well, that's right. Aaron Kimball is a warmonger. I forgot about that. Jonathan Max. I'm still sad they haven't added, like, the Midwest yet. Like, add this right here. Like, add Minnesota and then Wisconsin, so I can kill Wisconsin. And finally do what needs to be done. And they do. Also, I would like a mod that disables Mexico. Like, don't get me wrong, but, like, I don't care. Just like Canada. Like, Canada, I'm like, I don't know. Just, fuck. I just want it to be America. Like, as far as I'm concerned...
Streamlabs from... Semper.
Sempi? Pempy? Like, Sempi, Pempy. Look at him, he's just backgrounds. Sempi Pempy donates $100 at Silk Song and 2 more pocket fish on Stardew. SF Lanandris. Jesus Christ, thank you for the donation. Damn.
How much was it?
I'm not getting involved in that. I don't have any money to do that with my Gibbs choice. But it was $100.
$100.
That makes up yesterday's goal. We did it, chat.
Ding ding. Thank you, Semper.
Remove some of Era's clothing. Hey, woohoo, boobies. Canada actually has quite a lot of content. I hate Canada. I want Canada destroyed. Oh, I'm sort of screaming. Why shouldn't I scream? Wait, was Hawaii on this map? No, it isn't. But they have Cuba, which is funny. Okay, it appears that chat bros have decided. That wasn't for anything in regards to this donor, was it? No, it wasn't. All right, that's been 60 seconds. We're now going to play the new California Republic. Let's see what custom game rules are. Anything that can make this more interesting. Is there a button to destroy Africa? New plague. Event option disabled. I don't know what that means. Tellock's death rattle. Disabled. Tellock will not emit any audible final sounds upon his demise. Yeah, I don't care about him. Ah, fine. I'll leave it on. Chatfish want to know. Fucking A. Okay. Whatever. I don't really want to fuck with anything because I'm actually too rusty to remember how to play. Also, making me play as a major, chat? What the fuck? I don't play majors. Majors have organizing to do. Oh, don't be a baby, Winter King. He's like, little crybaby. Little baby. NCR's gross? What are you talking about? The NCR isn't gross. They're from Shady Sands. You guys are starting to sound like Bethesda writers right now. Get that shit out of here. Alright, let's take a look at what we gotta do. A founding myth. When Vault 15 opened in 2097, its dwellers emerged to a changed world. Equipped as they were with a Gek, they set about founding Shady Sands, a fledgling settlement soon to become a beacon in the wasteland. Life wasn't easy, however. First things first, let's take a look at our technology. We always want to go for industrial things. I cannot remember which is better. Oh my god. I don't know. Fuck. I get this because it pays its dividends faster. If we get that right away. Research speed. Diplomacy, distance. I don't really know if that's particular. Refugee assimilation factor will help with population growth, I believe. That's what that translates to. Now it's back to industry. Okay, we cannot get that. We're relatively advanced in that regard. Recycling, free repair, equipment conversion, energy cell. Resource gain, resource efficiency. We don't need trade, so we don't need resource construction speed, factory repair speed, construction speed. Worthwhile investment, because we can build factories faster. Max factory output, and this is all good. Production efficiency cap, dockyard output. I think this is not what we want. I think that's not what we want. Improvised tools, because the end goal of this is to get to pre-war tools. Yes. Quadrant searching is more scavenging. So improvised tools it is. Or we need to put factories in a relatively idealistically safe, quote-unquote, location, but in a place where we can build them up pretty decently because of speed. Necropolis will allow us to build up relatively quickly because it's got 70% or 60% infrastructure there. So we're going to build factories there. Oh, we can still build more? Okay. The Boneyard. The Boneyard will have some. Yes, that should get us up by a lot of workshops. We have a total of 120 workshops in total. But we need to get more civilian ones up so we can keep producing stuff. My ear itches. Enclave sucks. Enclave. I mean, Enclave are fun as bad guys, but the big problem with the Enclave is, you gotta understand, if you know Fallout lore, is it's just the deep state of the U.S. government. And, I don't think the deep state is based, but maybe that's just me. Maybe
It's the feds.
it's literally the
No,
feds. It's the Buckies
be-
as an organization, and I don't know if we want.
You want to support the feds, do you?
I don't know if we want squirrel,
Bucketfish.
that squirrel girl in charge of nothing. Alexander Drummond. It's our only field marshal available, and Lawrence Mossman. Fuck it. We'll just slap him in there. Oh, commander's can only command that many. Okay. Yeah? 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 Hey. Okay. What kind of NCR we got? NCR Troopers? Why is the text so hard to fucking read? My eyes hurt looking at it. Jesus. Alright, these divisions, I can't remember how this game works, but I think those are okay for starters. I think those are probably bad. Motorized is probably good for moving around, so we probably want some motorized divisions. We probably want NCR Rangers, and we probably want NCR Troopers as well. And we need to get those divisions recruiting. I don't know how well we can recruit or maintain with logistics. We're already behind on rifles and shit. We are producing everything according to the video game. We have free dockyards. We can produce some convoys. That does not hurt. Assign 5 factories to convoy production. And then we have some spare dockyards, so I guess we're going to make fucking triremes. I don't know how naval warfare works in this, but I'm going to assume that smaller boats equals better, but I'm not entirely sure. No. We're the NCR. Bigger is better. Bigger. Triremes. I mean, if they're actually triremes, then we probably want them.
I just want to say, are they wood or metal?
Probably metal, if I had to guess. The Mojave
A metal
territories.
trireme.
We can trade with New Canaan.
Interesting.
Will. And we have to trade with New Canaan again. New Canaan might be worth trading with because I think New Canaan is worth trading with. They're far away, and I think they're ideologically opposed to Caesar's Legion. They're also relatively on favorable terms with us, which is good. Want positive, happy trading partners. Okay, we have some decisions. Lift luxury tax. Begin scavenging program. We want to do that right away. If I remember right, we're going to hit play, and we're going to play in speed times 3, because I don't remember how this game works. I got an achievement! Okay.
Quick question, Kips.
What's
How
that?
many pocket fish can one person have on a thumbnail?
They can buy as many as they want.
Okay, so no limit for pocket fish.
Yeah. Why, how many are there so far?
Senpai has gotten 4 on Stardew Valley now.
Okay, Max, then feel free to ask the artist, because that's never happened before, if you want stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Just
That's why I should ask.
Normally that doesn't reach that high number, so we don't bother asking. But now we should ask the artist. All right, so let's see.
But we know the little German rat.
Yeah, I know.
He can go overboard.
I'm just making sure.
Samper, behave.
Yeah, no, I love the Enclave as a bad guy faction. I think they're awesome. I think they're cool as fuck. They're one of my favorite bad guys in Fallout. One of my favorites. Because they're just cool. But that's what makes me interesting. You're fighting the deep state. The remnants of the deep state. When Shady Sands was a budding settlement plagued by raiders and locked in a bitter struggle for survival, it was visited by denizens of Vault 13, known only as Vault Dweller. He met with Aradesh, who shared their knowledge with him, on his quest to replace Vault 13's faulty water chip. While the water chip from Vault 15, Shady Sands' home vault, was piled too far under rock and for the Vault Dweller to recover, Ardesh's kindness made the Vault Dweller feel indebted to the struggling community. When disaster struck Shady Sands and con raiders captured Ardesh's daughter, Tondi, the Vault Dweller repaid his debt 10 times over, freeing Tondi and driving the cons from California for decades. Our run-in with the Vault Dweller's kindness and honor was a founding moment for the Republic, as without his bold assault on the cons and freeing Tondi, our fledgling nation would never have taken off from the ground. Over the centuries after his visit, the Vault Dweller's impact on Shady Sands would morph into the settlement's founding myth. Society would be forever morphed, but by what fundamental idea? Debts must always be honored, no matter the cost, which gives us a +5 stability, 2% consumer goods, and production efficiency growth +5%, but -5% to caps. That's good, because honestly, caps I don't think are that amazing for what we're going to be doing here. I'm not entirely sure. Self-sacrifice is essential to help. This loses us 5 manpower a week. That's kind of bad. Production efficiency cap +3%, extra bottles resource, and -2% research speed. I think that's not the best. Then we have add our founding myth, treating strangers with kindness. War support -5%, daily compliance gains +0.2%, which is kind of great for annexation, but like war support minus is not good. The appeal to refugees is good. Now, bear in mind that in most nations in the world, refugees are bad because, you can't handle the influx of people. In Fallout, there aren't that many people alive, so refugees are good because you want people to come to your territory. Indio Pest Control arrived on the farm. What are you... Oh, no. Bendio. Is it... I warned you, Kib. Says Empty. I told you 3 times I was going to do that. No, I'm not even mad about it. I'm just saying that now it's time to ask once it's reached 4, because I don't know if you're going to keep doing it. Let's see. And then Shady Sands outgrew revering a single figure long ago. Okay, so it doesn't revere anything individually. So, we have 4 options, chat. I'm going to make a poll, and I'm going to read you each option and what they are. So pay attention closely. You can decide what our nation does, because Chatfish are basically the senators in our NCR. So, option number 1 is the top left one, which is this one right here. And that's what it does. Option number 2 is this one here. And option number 3 is this one here. And option number 4 is this one here. So I'll go through it again. Option 1, debts must always be honored, no matter the cost. 2% to consumer goods. 5% stability bonus. 5% production efficiency growth for manufacturing weapons and materials. Self-sacrifice is option number 2. +8 to that resource. -5 weekly manpower overall. And production efficiency cap, 3% bonus, but 2% slower research speed. Strangers must always be treated as option number 3. -5% war support. Daily compliance plus 0.2, which basically helps with annexation of territories. And appeal to refugees by 10%. Then finally, Shady Sands outgrew revering a single figure long ago, which just gives us a flat +30 political power into our nation, which is not a whole lot, but it's something. It just means that we don't have any of those balances, positives or negatives to go with. All right, chat, you have 60 seconds to contest. When I hit the bell 2 times, and then we will choose. So let's read the next thing while we wait. So currently, cap system tutorial. Caps are just how you shrink with economy. Skip tutorial. You already know. Oh, 1,000 NCR dollars for skipping. Hell yeah. NCR buckos. Yeah, we don't have caps. We have NCR dollars. Oh, that's different. Is just we have a different symbol, or does NCR dollars do the same thing? I have no idea.
That was what Morty was asking. Can you do away with bottle caps as currency and force everyone to use NCR currency?
I'm hoping so.
Yes.
Because the idea of the NCR, what the New California Republic represents the restoration of America. Now, many people are going to be like, oh, California. And you're thinking about California in the modern day. But this is California from before the modern day California. Back when California
50s.
was actually amazing. This is a very different California is what it's inspired by. So yes, it is the 50s California in 2070. That's what California is. It's not Hollywood of today, if that makes sense. That's why I think people often misjudge the NCR of what it's modeled after, but yeah. This mod might make you get this game. This mod is incredible, by the way. And this is just one of many. There are many mods like this that have just about as rich detail as this. Because, yeah, Morty, what you can do in this game is you can make robot armies and legions. Because our robot faction, you can make mutant armies. You can make, like, high-tech power armored armies. You can try to restore, like, the old American style armies. Or you can just make straight-up raiders. And, like, do, like, raiding and stuff like that. But yes, Hearts of Iron 4 is one of the best Paradox games on the market. The other Paradox games are okay; they all have their strengths, but I think Hearts of Iron 4 is honestly the best one, mostly due to the fact that its settings and its modding is really good.
Yeah, Honda said that. Strongest point of Hearts of Iron 4 is the modding scene.
There are like 4 good submods for this that fill out the rest of the map too. Yeah, I know there are. I'm just kind of waiting for the main modders to finish that. I want to play as Minnesota and take over the planet. But sadly, Minnesota isn't on the map. I mean, it's right bordering it. You got Fargo, you know, the border between Dakotas. You got St. Paul, St. Cloud, Sauk Rapids. I grew up there. Partially. Monticello.
In before Kips is gonna dox himself.
Well, I already did. I'm from Minnesota. And I've already implied that I lived here.
Yes, yes.
Suck whippets. Just suck whippets. And there's shithole land, Minneapolis. Monticello, you're kind of okay. You cannot be counted. You cannot be counted. Like, thanks. Appreciate it. Look at that. But Minnesota isn't in the game. Do you have any other Sock Center? Alexandria?
Winter's King says there's like 4 really good submods for this that fill out the rest of the map too.
Bemidji.
So maybe you can get Minnesota.
Bemidji. You have a cabin in the far north near Bemidji. I remember that. And Duluth. Duluth is a fun city. Very pretty over there. I don't know how it is now. That's our port to the Oaken. Like, whip.
To the Canucks.
And then up here is basically just woodlands and shit. Like, people live up here, but not a whole lot of people up here, honestly. This area is where people think that it just looks like Canada, because it kind of does up here. But the rest are Nazis. But yeah. I wonder what they're going to put in Minnesota. There's not really a whole lot of interesting things. I forget where Camp Ripley is, but that's like the only military, like large military base, I guess, that's in Minnesota. So, like militarily, there's not a whole lot besides some National Guard depots, but like that's everywhere else. Yeah.
Where isn't one?
Land O'Lakes. It doesn't accurately represent how many lakes are here, though. There's a lot more lakes than this. Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes, chatfishies. All right, chatfish have decided option number 1, which is debts must always be honored, no matter what the cost. Back to California. All right, let's see. President Tandi's legacy. While President Aradesh was instrumental in the foundation of this fair republic, President Tondi was without doubt one of the most consequential figures in the post-war wasteland. Under her wise guidance, Shady Sands grew to new heights, and the republic boomed in power and influence. Her thinking forever shaped the future of the NCR and wasteland. Shady Sands can level up to 4? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what these buttons mean. Trade establishment with Arroyo. Okay, so we're trading and we're getting NCR bucks from there. Okay. The Outpost of Liberty? What? The Radiant Times. The Outpost of Liberty. Over 30 years have passed since the heroes of the NCR broke the Enclave forces at Navarro. And since then, mighty pioneers have poured north to tame a savage land under the guidance of the Brahmin barons and Benjamin Merish. Our people opened mines, scavenged towns, and built farms to feed a hungry republic. But not all are happy with our manifest destiny. Some tribals, unwilling to adopt the NCR's enlightened guidance, resist our efforts to civilize the frontier. She settlers from San Francisco refuse to recognize the authority of Redding's Rangers. And some whisper the Brotherhood still has agents there working against the Republic. Time will tell if any of these foes could threaten our march to liberty. The bear shall trample its foes. Do we need to be worried about the Shi? I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to put an army on their border. Just to be on the safe side. The Shi probably should be wiped out just because the remnants of the Chinese that landed. And they should be... We do need to unite the United States of America. So we can reform the good old USA. President Tondi's legacy. Let's see. Over the 52 years, the President Tondi led the Republic. The union of 5 states went from strength to strength by focusing the Republic's economy and workforce on infrastructure and agriculture. California enjoyed a thriving network of trade and Brahmin farms. The clearing of roads, rivers, and railways paved the way for rapid redeployment of the NCR's growing military, allowing the prompt response to threats across the Southern California and reaching north toward Redding. Backed by an abundance of renewable food, thanks to Gek-created farmland, the Brahmin herds, the population of settlements, major and minor alike, exploded, further ballooned by an influx of new settlers from across northern California and beyond. Never afraid of using underhand tactics to achieve her goals, she bullied New Reno and Vault City into joining the Republic as autonomous territories and ordered the assault on Navarro that would shatter the enclave on the west. In premiership, so abundant with success and victories, Tandi's legacy has shaped every aspect of the NCR and the wider wasteland. This is all Fallout 2 stuff, by the way. One set of her policies saw success beyond comparison and helped the founding Shady Sand states grow beyond comparison. Careful nurturing of civilian industry. That'll give us +4 civilian factories. This is option 1. Option 2, building of forts is vital. This gives us some watchtowers and forts on every victory point owned, as well as 2 outposts on the hub, Newcaster, and Goat Canyon, and 59 others. So it's just a bunch of little fortifications. Clearing railways across there will just give us plus infrastructure in every owned state, which is very strong. Hub and New Coaster, Goat Canyon, and 59 others get +1 building slot, and that for 4. Cultivating arable land. So, you have 60 seconds to vote Chatfish on the next bonus our little nation will receive. I will restate them once more once I make the little poll, and then after that, we will then call it, unless anybody wishes to contest, but these are minor decisions. But in a way, they're kind of major because they do add up, stacks up. It's what we're working with, what the kind of cards we've been dealt. So the first thing is careful nurturing of civilian. That's option number 1. +4 civilian factories. 2 Shady Sands, which will just help our industry. That's just a flat, nice thing. Building of forts in vital locations just gives us a bunch of forts in every victory point. So every victory point has 2 additional outposts. This is good and bad in case we lose territory. If we hold it, it can help with defending, but if we, lose it, it might be annoying to take it back. Then clearing of railways across the wasteland. That's just +1 infrastructure across the board, which is always a good thing. Helps with production speed across the board, as well as resource gathering and movement, as well as logistics. Cultivating arable land around settlements. It just adds a building slot to all 59 territories and +1 bottle for the hub. I don't know what the bottle resource is. I need to go look that up.
Water? Maybe.
It's water, yes.
No. Who would have thunk?
All right, chat. Your 60 seconds are up. It's actually over 17,000 likes? Yes. It's just, they called it over 10,000 likes because it was easier, but technically, yes, Minnesota has over 17,000. Because they should call it, because 10,000 sounds better than saying rounding up to 20,000 or better than 17,000. It's weird. I know. It's dumb, but that's what they did. 50% total favored for option number 3, clearing railways across the thing. So our infrastructure will be improved. Bucket fishies will be sweeping the railways clear with their little fins. Like, ooh. So that's what Chatfish have chosen. Now we're going to go to the next thing. Our next event we can choose is Time Erodes All Beauty. Under Tandi, the Republic flourished under Tibet. It stagnated. When Peterson took over, the reins of the Republic began to creak under pressure. So bad leadership. Now you have to choose basically the fallout. These events, by the way, are basically the events each nation get that explain what that nation did in Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. And basically the events leading up to the New Vegas timeline. Because this game starts in the New Vegas timeline. Before the second Battle of Hoover Dam, because you got Mr. House over here. And you've got, fucking Lee Oliver in charge of the Mojave territories. So let's see. Stagnation at the zenith. Oh boy. Quite the story. Soon after President Tandi's passing in 2248, the new California Republic reached its zenith under Tandy. Shady Sands represents, spread from the Pacific to Redding, from the Boneyard to the gates of the Mojave. Even the Golden Circles towns fell beneath the bears as Vault City welcomed an NCR garrison and Reno became an associated state. At home, Tandi's fierce regulation against wealthy ranchers and so-called Brahmin barons and rich trading monopolies ensured prosperity and support for the Republic and revived dreams of a better world. Tandi's successor, Tibet, continued the good times, and all thought and all thought the Republic's good times would last forever. But the fate of the Republic changed forever when in 2253, when a caravan of 38 NCR citizens journeying from Arizona to Baker was attacked by raiders in the northern Mojave. At the time, a desolate no man's land, President Tibet, following Tandy's mold of preferring diplomacy to brute force, was slow to react to the crisis. While Tibet dithered, opportunistic senators smelled blood, most notably Wendell Peterson, who demanded military assistance for the crisis. Peterson enchanted Tibet with the promise that the bear had claws. Peterson's inauguration showed the limits of the NCR's progress. Peterson allied himself with the Brahmin barons and relied on increasingly militaristic expansionist policies to win the support of the population. As Brahmin barons rose and vast expansions of the military continued, the NCR started to a haphazard period of stagnation, fueled by baron and caravanserai money. The Republic entered a harsh cycle of consumerism and corruption. Sure, the Republic thrived, but it was no longer ordinary people gaining most from the growth. By 2275, much of the Northern California was run by Redding, by the barons themselves, benefiting from NCR protection while contributing little of their own. The Navarro territories, liberated with Brotherhood assistance, are seeing a seething frontier, and the Mojave, well, as they say, the house always wins. So the house is doing pretty good, because this is still after the first Battle of Hoover Dam. After the signing of the treaty, which means that we have that really bad deal with House, which he has a really good deal, where we're getting kind of screwed over. We need to change that. Now let's see. The military complex groaned. Option number 1. The military complex groaned under Peterson's weight. Remove one military workshop from Peterson. Receives one level of damage. All the arms workshops receive one level of damage, so it's going to take a while to repair. The NCR economy will receive a 5% penalty to factory output. Big business brought in money, but hurt our policies. It brought in 50,000 NCR bucks, but we lost 50 political power. We'll be negative in the political power department if that happens. Militarist propaganda made the Republic cynical. That's option number 3. Minus 7.50% stability. We're at 66% stability right now, but a 2.50% bonus to war support. The NCR economy will receive a 5% penalty to caps income. Okay, Chatfishes, you have 3 options here. You must decide. Which little penalty will our little country endure next during this time of trials and tribulations? The Chatfishes think their trials are tough and scary. Why you pick the worst option? Because Chatfish are retarded. Shut up, Psycho Dad. Don't make me tickle you. The first Battle of Hoover Dam hasn't happened yet. It happened in 2277. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have 2 years. And then 2278, the actual war happens, right? I can't remember. It's been a while. Stability is easy to get back. Stability is easy to get back and recover. Option number 1, we lose a workshop, and all our workshops are damaged. That will hurt our military pretty badly, and that will take a time to repair. That's the option that's leading right now. Option number 2, we gain 50,000 bucks, and we lose 50 political power. But we take a 5% bonus penalty to political power gain. That sucks. This is probably the least offensive, because gaining back stability isn't the worst. But the penalty to caps income might be slightly annoying. But we do have a pretty powerful economy, so it's not too critical. I think option number 3 is the least egregious. But Chatfish, no one said that Chatfish senators knew what they were doing, okay? They might just be making bad decisions because they think it's funny. A new hand on the tiller.
I'm back.
Getting rid of Kimball seems like a smart idea, but it's up to Chatfish what they want to do there. Welcome back. Because Kimball is a warmonger. He is not necessarily the strongest leader. We'll try, little Grumper. Good luck, Grumpers. Alright, let's see. Chatfishies have decided option number 3. in the lead at 50%. Oh my god, that just all of a sudden swung ahead pretty heavily there. See, I feel like if I don't tell Chatfishies which are the most optimal things, that they'll choose the goofiest things. Alright, there we go. And that's militaristic propaganda made the Republic cynical. So we got a little cynicalism from that, which is, that's okay. We can get over that. That's not too bad to recover from. Our stability dropped down to 59%, but that's whatever. Gets event, State of the Union. Gets event, crisis in California. I mean, I'm going to have to do both of these, so it's not really a matter of which one or which one. Both of them take 3 days to do. So, alright, let's do democracy and despotism. Democracy in California has remained relatively stable since the conception of the Republic, but the NCR's democratic system is far from safe. Dirty money now clogs the mechanisms of government, and the lack of direct elections for President sap the NCR's legitimacy. While democracy would survive most challenges at the moment, the 2278 election still promises to be a pivotal moment for the NCR's future. It will be pivotal for Chatfishies, indeed. Behind on equipment pretty badly. 1.2k infantry equipment missing. Okie dokie. The 2278 Senate election. The NCR may be a bit different from what you're used to, but there are no chieftains, town bosses, kings, or dictators here. Our leaders are elected by the people. That's right. Every state has the right to send representatives to the Hall of Congress. These representatives select the president and vice president to head the council, and it is their advice which guides the president's decisions. The Senate election of 2278 will ultimately decide who, I just don't know why I rearranged that sentence. That was weird of me to do that. Ultimately, who becomes the next president. President Kimball is likely to remain in office, but he faces opposition at home. My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. Plus 20 political power. By the people, for the people, of the people. But the people are retarded. The followers are fierce opponents of Kimball, and are backed by Governor Algood Murphy, who, as he once put it in a speech earning the name, "We must be thankful that we have no ills at home and can afford another war. There is no crime in the Republic. There is no want in the Republic. There are no children in need of schools, no sick in need of care. There are no farmers who need assistance, no neighbors who need a hand to spend as much blood and treasure as we have. All must be good." One Kimball's other critics is Mayor Hayes of Dayglow, mocked for his old world blues. Hayes studied America's past and the day when a nation stretched from sea to shining sea, with the influence extending from pole to frozen pole. Hayes opposes the war in the Mojave, but because the resources spent there should be spent to uplift the Republic. Indeed, Hayes is perhaps the only NCR politician who does not just respect House, but admires him. Still, better than worshipping the Maxon dynasty. And now we have the State of the Union. The NCR has faced many crises throughout the decades, but has always managed to weather most things thrown at it, relatively intact. The Republic is not as strong as it once was, however, and is relying ever on more aggressive military responses to most thorny issues. Another 3 days must come and go, Chatfish. These early events are the hardest to get through this game, mostly because they're pivotal to our decision. Now, technically, if you're just playing like the video game, you don't want to read the fluff, you just look at the bonuses of what they do by just having your mouse over it. And that's all you need to do. You don't have to read the text. But the flavor is part of the role play, so we gotta read it. Crisis in California. Life in the wasteland isn't simple, especially not for a democracy as cumbersome and problem-riddled as the NCR. After decades of decadent decline under the premiership of Peterson and Kimball, the Republic is facing a number of crises on many fronts in the South. Dayglow faces off with raider groups along the Colorado and the Baja who threaten the blooming city's security and prosperity. The Brotherhood lurks in its bunkers, and whether they will be friend or foe is too soon to tell. San Francisco, nominally a friend of the Republic, pursues its own designs under the she. The barons continue to run roughshod over the people of Northern California, with the NCR distracted. Vault City and Navarro debate their own course. Between now and the 2278 election, the NCR will face a number of crises that it must react to. When these arise, they will be put to the Senate. Who prevails will decide the fate of the election in 2278. Take care, little Trumpus. Democracy must prevail. I give us a +20 to political power, which is going to be useful. And now we have a couple of... Well, we have no options. Actually, we only have one options. And that's just refurbish the bazaar. Yep, that's what we're going to have to do. All right, so... The bazaar was going to give us some civilian workshops, which is good, which are basically civilian factories, allow us to build more buildings faster. The bazaar has been the heart of Shady Sands since its founding. What greater way to showcase the prosperity and the power of the Republic than turning it into a veritable shopping mall? That'll give us +3 civilian workshops and 10% bonus from income. Okie dokie. Now we got to start seeing what pays. This is going to lead down to building stuff. Now, why can't we do this? Does not have... the Northern Frontier Spirit. Okay. We'll develop these. NCR Falls Crisis. Hub Intervention. Deploy federal troopers to the hub. Okay, I think that's like a Civil War path or some shit. I'm not entirely sure. Oh my god. It's not... It's just a little bit of a tree. Just a little.
Tiny.
The best part about these things is the secret focus trees that these things have. Fuck you. Rats. Let's see. Mole rats have infested the underbelly of the boneyard. We aren't sure how they made their nest undetected, but at least 6 people have been partially eaten so far. Damn. Only a man named Jeremy has died so far. Despite being a banker, his death has caused an outcry. People are leaving. Where are raiders? Ha ha ha, when you need them. Minus 50% development income over there for 60 days. Okay, just a little bit of a penalty. I'm not sure if these events are, like, unique for this, or this is, like, something...
I like the partially eaten.
We have Peacetime Corps for military policies. Outsider volunteers are allowed. No undesirables. Recruits all mutants. Local leaders. No training at all for our troops. Wonderful. Standard wages for economic policies. Widespread consumerism. Complacent hegemony. These people in power are bad. Alice McLafferty needs to go. She's hurting our stuff. She gets a bonus of construction speed, but Jesus Christ. She hurts our resources pretty badly. Territ Mama Van Graff. 20% production cost, 20% minus 10% that. So things cost more to produce, or energy, depending on military construction speed. He helps with military construction speed, but honestly we want to get rid of him out of government. We have freedom of speech, chems are banned, regional councils, and that's all our policies for now. We have subjects. The incorporated states of the Navarro territories are a subject, which is this region here, led by Lance Morton. Deadline declared war on Site Y. Alright, some wars are starting to happen. I'll probably increase the speed to speed 4 until I get used to this. Need to take it in. Combat language is complete. We can get decryption and all that, and that's cute. But honestly, let's focus on getting more industry technologies, because that's going to be our biggest bottleneck. Now, the big thing here is Chatfish. I'm going to need your help figuring this out, because I can't remember. Standard technology construction, right, is the end tier. We got to look at the end tier, because that's where it's going to be, right? So this gives us plus 10% factories in a state, which means we can have more factories overall. But minus 3% production efficiency, retention, 12% bonus to overall factory output, and dockyard output. For 4% for that. Then replicators, which gives a 2% bonus for recruitable population, 12% bonus to factories and state, but slower factory output and dockyard output. I think that's better because of the negative there. Yeah, because production retention. We don't want retention to be variables. So I think work as needed is better than work assignments. But I'll let Chatfishy decide. So what do you think, chat? Remember, work as needed is this one. 2% bonus to population, 12% bonus to factories and state, 9% bonus to factory output, 3% for factories, for naval dockyards. Can you absorb the Brotherhood and use them as shock troopers? There might be story events for that. I've never played the NCR, so it depends on if there's events for it. Sometimes they have diplomatic options where you absorb people and then you get their troops and stuff like that, and they just join you. So, work as needed is the top option, and work assignments is the bottom option. We need to get our industry going. What was the bottom one? Fuck, I already forgot. Oh, right. Work assignments. There we go. Chatfishies will decide this particular thing, because that's going to affect things. Now let's take a look at our land doctrines. We are using conventional warfare. That's not surprising. So we're going for traditional armies here, which means mechanized things. We're going to want to get tanks and vehicles back. Now there are different types of warfare. Outside of warfare is mutants. Asymmetric is for raiders and bandits. Conventional is for literally old school warfare, old military. Refined warfare is like basically like special forces kind of stuff. And automated warfare and like power armor. And automated warfare is literally just using robots. These are the different tech paths. 9mm pistols. We do need to get better weapons. I don't think we're going to use laser weaponry. We're probably going to head towards service rifles because it'll be easier to produce. Because we need to field a large army. And energy weapons are more specialized and more difficult and cumbersome to produce. Now, how are we doing logistics-wise? Are we actually recruiting those divisions? Not really. We're not really producing the gear we need yet. That could be just because we don't have a thing. All right, so Chatfish, the poll's going to close. Let's see what Chatfish voted. The chat Senate is in. The little fishies have slapped things. They've decided to work as needed by 60%. That solves that dilemma. All right, we can now start looking at policy things to assign. Logistical genius plus supply consumption. That doesn't really help us right now. 3% consumer goods. That's good. Minus 3%. Which frees up factories. Where do I see my consumer goods and how much they're consuming? I think it's over here. I can't remember. I'm a little rusty. I can't read any of these things. Factory output 7%. Consumer goods affects this somewhere. I just don't know where. Where it's listed. Where's consumer goods listed? I'm just trying to remember how to play this goddamn game. You must grind up the Californians in the meat grinder. That is war. Yeah, pretty much. We have a relatively tiny army, all things considered.
Hey.
Not very big. One full army of 20 divisions and one smaller army at 8 divisions. You must grind. Did the Chatfish say what the thing is? Did anybody in chat know? In the construction tab.
Construction tab.
Oh, there it is. Consumer goods right there. There. Okay. Consumer goods. With our current economic policy, the people expect 51% of our 120 factories and military factories to produce consumer goods. This need is filed by... Yeah, okay. So reducing consumer goods means that our civilians aren't eating as many of our factories, so we can actually use them for the things we want to produce. It's all about freeing up factories so we can produce things that we need. So the other guy's option is trade deal stuff, and honestly, I don't think that's worth it. I think JP Barros, let's see. Every man, we'll take a look at this. Every man's worth is the same they do for the public. While Barros is a baron, he is cut from a different cloth. While the interest association he is part of primarily consists of agriculture and Brahmin barons, he could only be described as a railway baron, probably the only one on Republican soil. Nicknamed the Iron Baron, he spearheaded the restoration of railways in California, and he was the mind behind the Mojave Line as well. While appointing him to an office may suggest the barons are taking over here, we stand to gain more with him on our side than we'd lose. Yeah, honestly, it's pretty good. The construction for infrastructure is all right. The supply consumption is good because it means our dudes eat less resources. But consumer goods minus 3% frees up factories. Let's take a look at what else we can do. Standard wages, we don't want to touch that. Cultural advisors, Old World Blues. Grant C. Hayes. He gives a bonus to research, but he hurts our political power generation. We don't want to grab him right away. Oscar Stone, Hearts and Minds. Stability bonus, garrison damage, root out. Not worth. Not worth it this current junction. We can get other bonuses, like these ones, but I think I'm going to take the character ones for now. We're going to get JP. JP Barros. That shall free up some factories, which will help with production of weapons and equipment. This mod does seem pretty good. Not sure about Mexico having crazy tech. Yeah, it's one of the goofy things in this game where Mexico has access to technology they shouldn't. They feel a little bit fan fiction. I don't really like them, but you can kind of ignore them for the most part. I can literally go into the settings and nerf them so that their technology doesn't matter by just literally taking their bars and giving them a minus 30% to everything they do. Giving them a minus. I can. I can also just go up in the console, and if I think what they have is bullshit, and just delete whatever they're producing, and delete their armies. If they start cheating really bad. All right, the selection of 2275. Also gets our friends to the south. The Shady Sands power plant gives power. Power's not an issue right now. Let's get the selection. I'm kind of curious with this. Vault City's council is choosing a new leader. A diplomatic visit to promote ties will help remind the fair city where their interests lie. All right, so Vault City's to the north of us, right? Yeah, it's right there. And that's where Vault City is. And New Reno's right here. New Reno's a state we want to integrate. Mostly because they're also an economic major hub, just like New Vegas is. Because if you didn't know in this game, New Vegas and New Reno are competing for tourism in the wasteland. They actually are waging an economic war against each other in this game. Vault City's council is choosing a new leader. Okay, I already did that. Oh no, that's done. The power plant opens up that. This will give us a another arms plant, which again, we need more weapons. More arms factories so we can produce more guns. I didn't read the flavor text. I gotta read it. The Buster's Emporium expansion. Despite its small beginnings, Buster's Emporium has grown from a humble yet tent to a mighty manufactory. They will gladly contract with us. It will give us another arms workshop, which will again increase the ability to produce more military arms. We're using 4.58 anti-tank rifles per week, 1.52 bicycles, producing 4.72 basic 9mm pistols, and we're producing things. This is good. We need to focus our research on industry and technology, equipment conversion speed, energy repair speed. Resource gain efficiency. This will help prevent us from having to trade as much. This will help us with repairing stuff. We don't need that. Energy gain, because that will help us with a little bit of resource. So we get a bonus to resources in our homeland. So we don't have to trade as much. Trading and having to import goods is always going to be bad. Then we can produce things at home better. So we don't have to lose out on workshops. Because in this game, you magically trade that. How far into the Fallout time does this go to? Further than anything before. It goes far. You can restore the United States of America. You can restore Canada. You can even restore Mexico in this. Other states can also restore themselves. Reclamation, the Reclamation Authority. Aaron Kimball has decided to construct a reclamation authority devoted to promoting scavenging in the wasteland. This will give our nation expertise in scouring the waste. The old world secrets will be ours. Okay, so now we built that thing, so now we can send business favor. Clamp down on autonomy. Exploit the Navarro territories. Navarro gains industrial exploitation, which gains 5% consumer goods, and autonomy plus 5%. So we want to basically get them to lose their autonomy, so we absorb them. Request followers aid? No, I don't want the followers. They're annoying. Lost Hills opponent, rally support.
Lunatics.
Lost Hills. So we can deal with them in here. We can play the intro for Chatfishies.
War never changes. The end of the world occurred pretty much as we had predicted.
Oh my god.
Too many humans, not enough space or resources to go around. The details are trivial and pointless.
Northern subject nation.
Purely human ones.
Exploit Navarro territories. We'll do that.
The earth was nearly wiped clean of life. A great cleansing. An atomic spark struck by human hands. Quickly raged out of control. Spears of nuclear fire rained from the skies.
Now we want to get some military factories up.
And fell beneath the boiling oceans. Humanity was almost extinguished, their spirits becoming part of the background radiation that blanketed the earth. A quiet darkness fell across the planet, lasting many years. Few survived the devastation.
The way that we walk. Eridash was not just the first president. Oh no, I gotta make that thing
When the
talk.
great darkness passed, these
There, I can make him shut up. I'll skip it. Perfect. The way that we talk, or walk. Eridash was not just the first president of the Republic, but he was also a strong believer in the teachings of the Dharma. Dharma was one of the great teachers before the war, who prophesied that mankind's greed and folly would lead to death and destruction. Only by following the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path could mankind avoid endless horror of unchanging war. Understandably, the faith mocked as a Californian cult before the war, flourished in its aftermath. The Dharma's presence isn't as flashy as a ranger outpost or a crimson caravan station, but the faith makes its presence known through soup kitchens, hospitals, and its ties to the followers. For a single candle can light thousands, and the light is not decreased by being shared. Conquer anger with love and lies with truth. And that gives us plus 20 political power. Which is, again, another net boom for Keeb. The Battle of Bodega? Oh, Christ. All right, let's see. The Battle of Bodega. The sleepy she-town of Fusang, near the site of the old bodega, is one of the handful that dot the coast of Navarro. And all was well until 11th of April, 2275. On that fateful day, she insurgents attacked our tax collectors, trespassing on hard-won soil. Can we stand for this? No, of course not. We go to war. How else can we protect our citizens? Defend our people, whatever the cost may be. Replace Northern Frontier with tensions in the frontier. -1 weekly manpower. Add Navarro intervention, which grants volunteers tension limit -50. Max volunteers send +7. Divisions in total. Division sent. Complete with New California Republic. New California Republic. Complete focus. A motion of no confidence. Navarro leaves the NCR. Oh boy. Motion of no confidence. Alright, so the Navarro territories have imploded, to say the absolute least, because of a weird thing there. Okay, that's not good. Alright, chaos in the Navarro territories. The Northeast California burns today after a skirmish between Van Graff mercenaries and Xi settlers, and the coastal city of Fusang left 21 dead. Order has collapsed in the NCR Navarro territories. The settlers aligned with the Xi and the tribals of the region have both taken up arms against the local garrison, successfully taking control of the east and south of the frontier territories in what has been dubbed the Navarro Crisis. As the Xi, NCR, and Eureka furiously debate intervention, open warfare in Navarro is expected to commence. An event which will pose a serious threat to diplomatic relations between the three factions, no matter the outcome. We must protect our territory. All goods fury. I had no idea things were so good, Murphy cried in the Hall of Congress, that we once again face a war. The Van Graffs and barons in Navarro trample the rights of the tribals. They extort crops from the settlers, from the Shi, and they smuggle guns and drugs to Oregon. Now you ask NCR soldiers to fight and die for them? Question mark, big thinkies. Kimball waited for the cries to die down and slammed a fist on the podium. Spare me your moral condescension, Murphy. As far as I can see, it is only the Republic that takes risk for humanity. It is our rangers that cracked down the cannibalism in Navarro, our merchants who sold Shi their farming tools, and our settlers who tamed the mighty forests of the north. Some of the men fight for nothing more than the flag of their own interests, but we stand by the people of Navarro and the Republic, the one society that goes out armed for right and for our freedom, and we will not surrender our hard-won lands so you can smug at home, or feel smug at home. So we have two choices here, chat bitches. To the Republic, the home of freedom. Senator Allgood Murphy of the Boneyard has called for a vote of no confidence in President Kimball, raising the possibility of Kimball's removal from office before the end of his term. To survive the vote, President Kimball will need to secure the support of a majority of senators and vice versa. Once we've chosen a side through our national focuses, the other side will also begin to take measures against us. We should stay on our toes. New California Republic complete support President Kimball. Activate mission countdown to vote of no confidence. Minus 10% to stability overall to the nation. So this is for supporting Kimball or not supporting Kimball. Okay, so I'll read the other one, then we'll call it to a bucket fishy vote. Senator Allgood Murphy of the Boneyard has called for a vote of no confidence. Oh, okay, that's something new. This is complete rally senators, Senator Allgood. Activates countdown to the vote of no confidence. Okay. So, support President Kimball or vote of no confidence. We must do this, chat. Oops, my mouse. Alright, chat, you must decide. Do we vote support President Kimball, or do we not? This is actually a major decision because this is going to genuinely affect things going forward. I'm not even going to spoil it. But I think it's a new hand on the tiller and President Kimball's vindication, if I had to guess. Or no, it's not that. It's up here. Rally Senator Allgood leads to these focuses here, and you can see that they're going to come to a head later. Support President Kimball leads to these decisions over there. So Chatfish must decide. Genghis Kek donates $50 and says, "Here is the money." SF, Ria, Helldivers Fish, thank you for the donation, very generous. Oh yes, you had already promised in advance, yes.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you for the generous donation. And thank you for remembering that agreement. I almost forgot. Yep. And just double check to make sure his fish is on there. Just to be on the safe side. It should be, though. And thank you very much, Genghis. And that's for Team Ria. She's quite the cutesy, isn't she? Or isn't she? Yeah, no, that's right. I'm verbiating, right? Like, verbiating. Currently, vote of no confidence is lead at 53% in the Bucket Council, while many Chatfish are trying to argue for supporting President Kimball. Alright, Chatfish senators, you may make your pleas, or you can try to bribe me. One of the two. By make your pleas, I'll just read what you say, so that you can do that. The third path is the middle section, where Grant C. Hayes proposes various reforms. If you support Kimball, but focus on Hayes' choices, he can lose. Okay, thank you for that information, Seki Jokes. So if we go down the Kimball path, we can do something to support Hayes. Hayes is, by the way, an enclavaboo, if I remember right. And so he sort of venerates certain things about that past. Lanius' cohort is beating the shit out of some poor fucker over here. The Blue Rose Society. That is unfortunate for them, but they're getting their teeth kicked in. And so is the Rusty Hooks. They're also getting their faces bashed in by Caesar's Legion. That's not good, Chatfish. Somebody would say it's the big bad. It's a big bad. Our army is very tiny. How are we doing on weapons and equipment? Let's take a look. We severely lack small infantry equipment. Minus 882. That's going to be our biggest bottleneck, and it's what's holding us back from being able to field more troopers. I don't have any confidence in him, says Possums. We need strong leaders, Wake Squeezer. Oh no, he's a traitor. Oh no, he's a no, he is the traitor. Support Kimball, says Woodworm. Master Morty. Down with Kimball. Down with Kimball. We support Kimball, but yeah, read that. Down with Kimball. He will lead the Republicans down a path of destruction and infighting. Republic. Yep, autocorrect is a bitch, I know. Lord of the House always wins, says Sam Jackson. God damn it, you. Genghis Kekto $30 says, and here is a get well soon fish gift for Spider Pig. That's very generous of you. SF via Spigfish. Thank you for the nation. As a custom chatfish for Spider Pig. Yes, by the way, be sure to wish Spider Pig well. He got some scaffolding fell on him in a construction accident from the sounds of it. He broke both of his arms. He's recovering, but he's, you know, not feeling so good. So do let him know that, you know, if you see him in the Discord, wish him well. Little poor Spider Pig is lucky to be alive and really needs to pay attention more often. But I swear to God, I think this is the most fucked up Spider Pig's ever gotten. Let's hope he doesn't break that record, because we don't need to set any more records.
No.
Spider Pig gets hit by a car. Spider Pig gets fucking flattened by scaffold.
Spider Pig gets hit by a toilet, loosens from the back of a car, hitting his windshield. Yes, that's not a joke. That happened.
Yeah, he's not got a lot of luck.
No.
He's used up all his good rolls for Tau. Or Terrestrial War, yeah. Support our President Kimball, says Underground Dude. Our President Kimball for our there's democracies. Wave at him. Remind him you still have the use of your arms. That's true. You do. He doesn't. He does. At least for now. Until his arms heal. Now, 1 second. I must grab something from the refrigerator, aka more tea. Read what Chatfish say, and then we'll call the vote. But remind Chatfish what vote is, and tell Chatfish what your opinion is. Do you think Kimball should stay in office, or do you want a vote of no confidence? Big Dick Office! You deaf fucker!
Ah!
You didn't even listen to me, did you dumb fuck?
I'm sorry! Alright. I don't hear a word you're saying, Kips. Alright, Chatfishies. Right now, we have a donor war going on for the Mass Effect character. Currently in the lead is Linandris. He's ahead by $70 to Rhea. Also, Bino made a generous offer to fund a Silk Song thumbnail. You can get on that for 50. It's already funded, so no need for FOMO. You can get on there for 50 for a bucket fish or 25 for a pocket fish. We also have some upcoming games. We have the Infamous 2 thumbnail coming up. There's still room on the Kenshi RP thumbnail. We have a nice game which Bino wants apparently. I wanna Huggy That Gator. Also, you can make Kip suffer and fund it by him drinking Wawa. He should drink more Wawa.
Back. The deadbeat Vulpus is his new name.
I told them all the
You
stuff.
did, but you didn't listen to what I said, did you?
No, I didn't hear you because I have problems with my headphones. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
look at that. Lying, just like Squealy does.
I'm not lying. I actually have problems. That's why I asked you at the start to say something.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so Chatfish has decided a vote of no confidence has been decided by the Bucket Senate, the Chatfishies. To the Republic, the home of freedom? No. New California Republic, Rally Senator Allgood. Countdown to the vote of no confidence. Alright, chat. 60 seconds to contest, mostly because I forgot to say that. I think I did. Or no, did I say I was going to do it when I get back? I can't remember.
No, you didn't. You did now.
Fuck, I left my cup.
You can still contest until he comes back.
Time to hear
It should be.
too late. Because I'm back now, you goobers. I have to wait a few seconds just to be nice.
Yes. It's now 30 seconds.
Alright, I didn't think anybody wanted to contest. I didn't see anybody do it, so I think we're good. Alright. There we go. A free people should not take it from others. Rally Senator Allgood. Denounce Kimball's rhetoric. So this is what something I think we need. Expose blatant corruption. I mean, that's going to be an easy W right there. So let's see. While most senators somewhat regularly take bribes, there's a small group of NCR senators that do so somewhat more carelessly than others. With some pretty basic recon techniques, we should be able to catch some important senators in the act. By holding the threats of exposing more over everyone's head, we might be able to bring some senators to our side. Ah, okay, I see how it is. Had to be stated sooner, Genghis! Genghis! He's like,
Gengoid, no.
But yes. Mayor. Oh, wait, no. Hold on a second. There's a second option here. Judicial and universal. Okay, we can just allow this. While Murphy and Kimball fight over Navarro territories, Hayes uses their distraction to expand railroads across the NCR. Okay, this actually opens up another Chatfish decision. I didn't even realize that. Okay. So Mayor Hayes' proposal. Alright. So we have two options here now, chat. Continue. The NCR is kind of interesting. I like this. Mayor Hayes' proposal. Alright, so chat. Bucket fishies. Gather and vote. Mayor Hayes' proposal? To go with him? He is his own thing. I think he leads to, Chatfish said, a secret path where he forms a very unique thing. Dreams of an old world. This is purple, so it seems related. He looks kind of fucking evil in his profile picture. I'm not going to read that text because that's spoilers. That's spoiler. But he looks a little bit like a bad guy. Goodman seems like to be like the generally positive change maybe kind of guy. I'm not entirely sure. Kimball seems to be the more corrupt politician. Hayes seems to be a bit of a wild card from what I can see here in terms of paths for the NCR.
Ooh. You still have time to contest. At the moment, Mayo Hayes. Yes,
Oops.
you can eat him apparently.
It's like slathers them on the sandwich. Ooh, tasty.
Tasty, yes. It's sandy though.
Alright, chat, you have 60 seconds to contest, and then I'll hit the bell twice. If you wish to contest, state you wish to do so. Right now. Just assume that whatever the poll is, it's not going to switch, because Unless it's like a what do you call it? One of the tight polls where it's like 50%, 50%. You know, like that's where you can do that. But currently, Mayor Hayes is in the lead at by 80% by a massive landslide. He does seem like an interesting character, but also he seems kind of sussy. Seems very
Sassy
sussy.
Baka.
I'm not reading any of these. I'm just seeing how far this goes. This goes quite fucking far.
Seki Joke says, hey,
There's
Hayes
a
is an
yellow one
albino,
over.
so Mayo is quite appropriate.
The bears roar. I think that's for like when war happens. Not entirely sure.
War never changes.
Not really sure. This tree is huge. This focus tree. It's
It
massive.
is. Somebody said that there was another one of the factions who had an even bigger tree. And I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, no, the factions in this game
This one?
have big trees. Like in the base Hearts of Iron, the focus trees are rather small because the game is only meant to take place over a few years. Like this is Caesar's Legion's tree. It's very big. But if we click on like minor nations, they'll be much smaller. Like New Vegas isn't that big. This is kind of tiny.
Oh, that's cute.
And then there's
That's
Robot
more
City,
akin.
which is Doki Doki. Doki Doki is a based faction. One of my
Morty.
favorites.
One never changed, except all the time it does. Yes.
Doki Doki is an erotic video game.
The literature club.
Yeah, that basically became super powerful.
Yeah. That was a riot, that game.
What? Let's not talk about that. Doki Doki's a fucking, like, H game or something.
Is it?
Yeah, in this game, Doki Doki is a character.
Okay.
Their trait, your new best friend.
I'm sorry.
It's a faction. It's literally a leader. Doki Doki. I played them. I played Roach King. Roach King is funny. I hate him. He literally has an army of roaches.
He looks cool.
He has an army of roaches. I've only played a few factions. I have done a very long campaign as the Last Patrol, which are just grizzled old fucking National Guardsmen who are still on patrol. Still on patrol.
What do you do? Patrol.
Wait, where did the decision go? Oh, wait, I haven't clicked it. Derp. My brain! Alright, Chatfish, your decisions have sided. Boop. Nobody contested, right? Yeah, I don't see it. Ding ding. Well, that's sorry to hear that, Winters King. Hopefully you get a real job. Unlike that other fake job you had. The Chain Choir is one of the cringe factions. Unlike Doki Doki, they're not cool. They're gay and cringe. They're gay and cringe. Alright, so currently Chatfish have decided that Mayor Hayes' proposal. While Murphy and Kimball fight over the Navarro territories, Hayes uses their distraction to expand their stuff. Mojave territories get putting knowledge to work. Mayor Hayes is not a member of Congress, but listening to him will boost his support in the presidential election. He doesn't represent any parties, by the way. Oh, no, there he is. He represents the Old World Party. They look kind of like communists, but I'm not entirely sure. Gang violence, maybe it's just because they're red. They don't have probably not actually communist. Gang violence blooms in the hub. The hub is in some ways an epitome of the NCR's contrast, home to the Thieves Guild, and underground, it's home to some of the richest merchants in the West. Recent economic developments has attracted thousands of citizens to the city, lured to the promise of a bright tomorrow. But not everyone can succeed. Unfortunately, the numerous gangs present in the city have taken advantage of those who fall through the cracks and have continued to grow in power, resulting in steady increased violence with our economic capital embroiled in petty crime. Trade income has fallen drastically. We could wait for the hub's municipal forces to resolve the violence themselves or undertake federal military and fiscal intervention. After all, investing in the hub could be a long-term benefit to the Republic. Government intervention will help. Such is the price of progress. So, chat, you decide. But I want to change what you're gay. He's like, you got him. Price. Progress. There. Alright, 60 seconds. This one's going to be a fast pull. So, the benefits for government intervention are -4 manpower weekly. Consumer goods, 10%. Construction speed, -5%. Trade deal opinion, -25%. But it might be only for 365 days. So it's just for a year. A new branch of our focus tree, beginning with the focus entitled Send Troopers into the Hub, will become available for us to pursue, but the NCR economy will require 5% consumer goods, base war support -5%. The hub will remove 2 civilian workshops in the hub and add -0.50 development to the hub. And then such is the price of progress. It gains chaos in the hub, which grants weekly manpower -4. These are all bad, by the way. Consumer goods, 10%. Construction, blah, blah, blah. And it lasts forever, as far as I can see. 2 civilian factories are lost in general. Gain stability, -5%. Development, -0.50. Does it say where it ends? Oh, there we go. For 365 days. Okay. Chaos in the hub only lasts for... They both last for a year. Government must stop the crime doers.
Like Chatfish can't decide. It's literally 50-50.
Is this how Chatfish's big thinkies? Like big dinky,
Yes.
big heart. Big. Alright, chat, you have 60 seconds to break the tie. If you don't, I will decide. If not, chat, then you will be destroyed. Like, no. Got him. Destroyed my little fishes. What are you guys missing, equipment-wise? They're missing infantry equipment. Infantry equipment is the big Achilles heel for my dudes, I can tell. Alright, chat. The 60 seconds to switch, to push it over has happened. And the poll is concluded. Chatfishy Council has decided. Government intervention. Woo! Blue Roses just died. Whatever. Good riddance. Now they open up a new focus tree in here. Where is that? I gotta find it. Deploy federal troops right there. Okay. So that has to be done, but I have to get through Mayor Hayes' shit. I think. The 80s have defeated the Ruby Valley in a refuge war. That's good for them. Caesar's Legion has defeated the Rusty Hooks. That's bad for them. They died. They're doing a technology biology. It's coming along when you speed it up. Now it's time to start doing speed. Oh, wait, no. Whoa. I should probably send volunteers here. I don't know why I haven't done that. That's been done with me. Okay, where are my dudes? I've forgotten to help them in their time of need. Kimball moves to shut down the Navarro probe. Spurred to action by a swell of public outrage in Maxon following the end of the all-good truce, a bipartisan group of Maxon senators have demanded the opening of a Senate inquiry into the events that unfolded. The Senate has, of course, complied with their demand, and now a probe dominated by our supporters have begun digging for evidence. The attack was started on Kimball's orders. Such a finding would surely sink his campaign, but we must act fast to find such evidence before he succeeds in shutting us down. We must move fast. President Aaron Kimball will gain 5% support of the Senate in his quest to maintain the confidence of the Congress. Activate mission. Kimball shut down the Navarro probe. Oh, politics! Oh, start screaming.
Nah.
I don't even know where this is. TBH. Alright, guys. Investigate the Navarro probe. Is it focused somewhere? Oh my god, I don't even know. I have to like bounce between Rally Senator Hayes and this? I'm not entirely sure. Universal schooling. Judicial reform. He's getting shit done in the background, being a sneaky squeaky. Not entirely sure, chat bros.
Yeah?
You know, I'm a division. You know.
He joke says the haste choices are time sensitive. You can do the hub stuff anytime.
Okay. Improvised tools. There we go. Resource stuff. That's good. That's good. Factory bomb, vulnerability, population, nomadicity. 0.65 years ahead of time. We don't want to do that. That's way ahead of schedule. Way ahead of schedule. Reference manuals. These will be fast researches to grab. And secret languages. We're helping for sneaky squeaky stuff. And what we'll do is we'll start grabbing resistors, which will give us technology a little bit ahead of time. But that could be paid off. More divisions. Alright. Focus complete. The followers have long been a forefront of the NCR's education system, but it is time for a change. The Republic needs to put its knowledge work to make the world a better place. No longer will progress depend on handouts or charity. No longer shall a society of equals hew to 1,000 different goals. At Hayes' urging, Kimball and Congress have passed the Californian Restoration Act to form the Office of Science and Industry, an agency dedicated towards scientific advancement with proper funding. The Republic will continue to walk forward into a better tomorrow. This gives us plus 10% bonus to medical and industry technology research, agriculture research speed as well. New California Republic joins the Office of Science and Industry Research Sharing Group. To practice thought. We're doing it. We're improving our nation. Woo! Alright, so we got universal schooling. The NCR is a success story in the wasteland, with nigh universal literacy, but don't our nation's parents deserve kids as well educated as the ones before the war? Mayor Hayes, yes, he's continuing to gain more power. See what Mayor Hayes is doing is he's basically getting all the prestige of doing all these positive changes to the NCR, these reforms. He's low-key based. All right, my volunteer divisions have arrived in Helholistan.
Hello.
The first things first, we need to get our troops over here and start getting to work because this nation is in shit and we need to fix it up.
Honored to speak with you, sir. Honored to speak with you, sir.
Why are they not assigning me to the front line?
They're slow chatfish. They're waddling there.
Hey. Had enough?
There, they shouldn't be able to break the front line easily. Now we will launch a offensive plan. That'll be glorious. And we'll try to help push back over here.
Hey.
Okay, so technically,
What is it?
another division here, and then we could assign one more division, I think. Send another volunteer, which he can go join. They'll send the Rangers. They will be of great help. Force rate diplomacy. Don't know. Don't want to get that. That's way too ahead. Medical technology. Siege engines. I'm not really sure what my army needs. Everything's super far ahead of schedule. Is there anything that isn't super far ahead of schedule? No, that isn't. It's only 38 days to grab multi-purpose equipment, so we'll grab that, and then we'll grab work camps as well. Don't want to do too many researches over time, otherwise we're not going to get things efficiently.
Frag out!
Frag out! Oh! Screams. Dead. Universal schooling is done. Support youth leagues. Judicial reform. The NCR once promised access for all its courts, to its courts, but in recent years, judges have become puppets of entrenched interests across the nation. Hayes will expand the courts and appoint them directly through Congress, ensuring every citizen can exercise their rights. That will be a big W. Big W for good old Hayes. Like, good old boy. Shell's armies at war with the matrons, which looks like a donut. I don't really know what that is. Shell's army's over here. Apparently that's a donut. They don't look like a donut. They look like Satanus. Satanus, if you will. Military theorists will give land doctrine XP. All-American badass division attack on core territory. It's good. But right now we're not really needing that. Popular genius. Unpopular genius. You'll lose stability, board support, and planet speed and max planning. The Baron. Big James. This will help us with our stability. I don't need that. Research speed plus 7.50%. Construction speed for civilian factories. We'll get that because that'll pay itself off. And Hayes being put into government. It's a good thing, in my opinion. It's a good thing, chat. Get good. Get good.
Hello.
Hello. It's me, that guy. Hi. How are you?
Honored to speak with you, sir. What is it?
That's enemy division cut off right there. We're gonna gobble them up real quick.
Yeah?
Oh, fucking Christ. Security Chief Meyer selected for Vault City. I don't know what this is. Vault City experienced a shakeup in leadership today with Security Chief Meyer announcing their victory over the incumbent First Citizen Lynette in the first ever popular election for the position, the First Citizen. Coming into power on a wave of backlash, Security Chief Meyer promises to transform the city-state into a nucleus of a sovereign, democratic Nevada. Time will show how this results affect that. We would have preferred Lynette. Yes, we would have preferred Lynette. She was more compatible with my interests. Now the security chief is talking about sovereignty. I can't have that, chat. I simply can't allow that. They can't be sovereign. They must be a part of me. Vault City expels the garrison? Well, that's quick. The security of Chief Meyer expelled our garrison, and our troops have been politely but firmly escorted back to the NCR through New Reno. This is an insult to the bear, but given our preoccupation in the Mojave, where Vegas glitters on the horizon, perhaps this is for the best. So what do we really need Vault City for? And we'll get a bit of a manpower back, but Vault City is going to be very upsetty spaghetti at us. We got some judicial reform. Vault City is going down an interesting path. Free trade. Based. Reading, the Boneyard, the She, every state has its own taxes on goods crossing state borders. The Republic should be a single trade area controlled from Shady Sands.
Hello.
Welcome, Lobino.
Hello, Bino.
Rats! Mole rats have infested the underbelly of the hub.
Temper tantrums. Vile. Yeah.
Vile cousins.
I see today's Hearts of Iron Fire.
Look, Bino, it's not hard to find for. It's Old World Blues.
In Hearts of Fire.
We're playing as the New Californian Republic. He's like, whoa. Based.
Fallout.
Based.
Come on!
Okay, we got new technology, chat bitches.
The based bear.
We get local workplaces a bit ahead of schedule, 23 days. Now we can produce things a little faster.
I've got one!
Hello, welcome to the stream, Green Branch. Oh, Branch.
What's
Hey,
up?
man, how are you doing, my dude?
Honored to speak with you, sir.
Oh my god, I know that song.
Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah? Oh my god. Exploration technology. We have the new Vancouver Maven. Have asked us to sponsor a scavenging thing. No. No is the answer. Not sponsoring it. It's just cringe.
I should make you pay for your crimes. Retreat!
See, the big thing is if we can get these guys to get these. Oh god, what's happening?
Honored to speak with you, sir.
Yep, if we take that territory there, that will effectively.
This is hopeless!
Oh my god, you biggest fucking baby. That will, we gotta cut off that power armor division they have up there.
Uh-huh.
Free trade. There we go. Reddings free trade area. There we go. Done with that. The progressive income tax. Hayes' proposal to fund the NCR's army and crack down on inequality is to implement a progressive income tax. This is heavily controversial idea, but makes more sense than some of Murphy's plans. After all, a wealth tax eats into working capital, while a tax on income only eats into profits. And the resources required to implement this tax system will only further strengthen Shady Sands.
Damn, I read it is like whatever you're playing.
Damn it.
What's up?
No taxes.
We're doing
Yes,
base.
no to
Just
taxes.
money. No to taxes, yeah.
Honored to
Hey,
speak with you,
Ponozon,
sir.
how are you doing, my dude?
Those divisions are about to be cut off. Come on, yeah! It's like, let's just get exploded.
When is the Earth going to be bred with the super mutants?
Artwork pending, Bino. Artwork pending. Bino. Bino. Bino.
Speaking of rats, soon we'll have a rat for you.
I've got you now.
Frederick says, cringe. Flat tax is the only non-cringe tax if they must exist.
Yes. A flat sales tax, that's how they should do
I've
it.
got you now.
And no tax is the only base tax. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. We, that little NCR guy, you know.
Had
Hello.
enough? What's up?
I want to be no voice pack for the soldiers. Hello, my dudes.
Hey, dudes.
Goddamn. Hello, my dudes.
Hey, dudes.
I should make you
Well, thanks,
pay
man.
Hey,
for your
dudes.
crimes.
My shit
Thanks, man.
fishes.
Dang, as the division disintegrates as it's surrounded. Damn.
Hey,
I'm doing good, Ponozon. I have internet today. Okay, do you guys want a funny story related to this stream? Why I couldn't be here yesterday?
I don't think it's related, so.
It's funny though. And quick.
How can you say no to a funny Bino story, kids?
Yes. Quite easily.
I've got you
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you'll forever not know the funny story then. What are you trying to do in this?
I'm trying to take the capital of Fusang. Yeah. Surrender. It's over. Once 24 hours hits, it's over. Yeah.
Banana King.
Like, we give up our country. Gone.
Hey,
This is all Banana King. I have the high ground.
I'm helping
I
them.
hate you.
Helping them win.
fire in the hole!
Or should you push the Navarro? That's not too hard now, is it, Vigi game? It's like, Vigi, Vigi, Vigi! And then it explodes.
Yeah?
You know?
But you took the territory pretty easily back.
Yes.
I'm helping the Navarro territories basically take this.
Hey,
Have you allied with Mr. House, or are you trying to
In the
kill
NCR.
Mr. House and
It's up to Chatfish what we do.
NCR?
But currently
Yeah,
yeah?
we are doing politics. We're doing politics.
Yes.
Progressive
Presidential
income
election
tax.
coming up.
Alright, next up, support the youth leagues. While all good, Murphy disagrees with some of the overtly patriotic elements of the youth leagues, Hayes League are a grand old time. My god, genius.
Honored to speak with you, sir.
There we go, and we did it. Navarro territories defeated the Free Folk. Victory in Navarro. The Shi, the Brotherhood, and the Tribals all did their best to crush the NCR, but now we are firmly ensconced in the Navarro territory. We have proven once again that the bear never gives up its territory. Moreover, the conflict gave us the opportunity to cement the Republic's control over the region, strengthening our army.
Good.
That's very good.
Hello.
Oh, it's me,
Hello.
the army. Hers.
Yeah?
Yeah. There we go. With the Shi territory is now taken care of. Yeah, with that territory taken care of, the Shi's expansionism will now stop.
I will have you know that I still think this game would be a lot better if you could fight in the armies. Kind of like that Bannerlord thing that you guys told me
So
about.
here's the issue with that, Bino. Do you have any idea how many battles just took place?
No.
I think there was about like 80 battles that just took place just doing that. You would get so bored. You would give that like. The issue is that I'm managing entire divisions, which are fighting entire battles, and basically, you know, it's about macro, not micro. The NCR is victorious in Navarro. Following the withdrawal and or destruction of the remaining opponents, the New California Republic once again remained under control of Navarro. The culmination of the campaign, the bear supported a number of the Brahmin barons. Oh no, this is actually new. Okay. I thought it was the same thing. The culmination of the campaign to regain control of the Northwest California after fighting broke out between the settlers, aligned with the Shi, the NCR garrison, and the native tribes of the region. The NCR once again faces the task of taming the California's last frontier. The bear, supported by a number of Brahmin barons, has quickly taken steps to integrate the Navarro territory into the NCR proper, bringing in a new swath of settlers eager to extract the land's riches, rich lumber, and crops. For now, it seems the NCR is in Navarro to stay. Order has been restored.
Green Branch is a member for 43 months as a, I think, disciple of
Bubble
Squeak.
Cultist. Bubble Cultist
Is
says
it
that.
is it Bubble? Okay.
Yeah, it says there, Bubble Cultist. Over 3 years, kid. Emoji. Suspicious Chatfish. Take the shit out. Okay.
Do it.
I
What?
can't
I
have
want
an
you to
aggression
do-
pact with them. Not yet, anyways.
Okay.
There probably is
He
going
wants
to be
to
a
attack
pact.
them. Green Branch, once again, is an orc.
Let's see. Cheap weapons. The Van Graffs gives us heart attack and piercing bonus, which is good.
Speaking of things that only happen once in a lifetime, chat.
What's the power? The Golden Gecko.
In September 4th, what's the name of the game? Silk Song is coming out. And if you Chatfishes want to be in the thumbnail, you can get on it until next week, Tuesday. You can be a bugfish. On the Duke Nukem Forever of the Zoomer generation.
A great bargaining chip. We can't afford this. Work camp's complete. We switched them. Right, that's too far in advance. Beanos. We need motorization.
Damn.
Resistor technology. Ooh. Smoke signals. Basic science. Good chips. Good.
You're like, we need new resistor technology. Let's find some bots to kill. You know, like some hell divers. Steal the resistors from them.
Alright, we're almost there.
Helldivers is a game that could have an RTS.
Alright, support youth leagues. Okay, so let's see. We did all that. We did the support the youth leagues. We've done all of that. Now, do we want to do this at all, or is this not worth doing at all? The NCR will require 2% fewer consumer goods. President Kimball will gain support. Gain the support of 0% of the Senate in his quest to maintain the confidence. That. What do we do? Deploy federal troops. The question is, do we continue with the all good path, or does that not matter? I don't know.
Silk Song is the sequel to Hollow Knight. It's a game that it's basically like the Duke Nukem Forever of this like Zoomer generation, because it has been years in the making. People like, it's coming out this year, and then like they were calling it Silk Gone because it was never coming out, and they finally came out for like the release for September 4th.
So we have federal troopers deployed to the hub, which gives other things. What Chappish say? Anything actually helpful but related to this? Not that random shit. God damn it. Chat. What do you think? Do we even bother with this? Do we even bother with all good? Or is it even worth it, chat? Is it even worth it? I don't know. It gives me political power, but like I don't think so. You start the Bear Claws tree with is all about improving the military. What? The Bear Claws tree? Oh my god. The bears roar, you mean? To rear. Mossman's army or mechanized bull? Oliver's pet project. The soldiers of Sith. Okay, first let's see this. Long gone are the days when the NCR's army was nothing better than a tiny militias with few to no guns. A large nation needs a large, well-maintained army consisting of brave soldiers that are capable of defending it and its interests. For NCR citizens, they deserve nothing less. Bear roar. Restore the Norton AFB. They'll give me air bases, but do we really want to do that? Is that really worth doing? I don't think so. That might be worth doing. That's actually gets factories. Restore Naval Air Base, Air Weapon Station, China Lake. That will give us our arms workshop. Good. 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 The Hangdogs has defeated the Warden. Oh, well, that always happens. Usually. Unless it's player controlled. Okie dokie. Something I must do here? I'm not entirely sure. Don't know. Alright, so let's see. Our biggest thing logistically is just infantry equipment. We're just behind on that. We need more factories to produce more guns.
Semper is like, I hope it sucks because I hate the fandom with a passion. They don't deserve happiness. To be honest, that doesn't narrow it down, Semper, because there's so many fandoms that are like that.
Yeah, fandoms.
Yes.
It's usually just ignore them.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna ignore the chatfishes at one point, Kips?
No.
No.
I mean, I'm talking about
this
like
is
zealous fans.
Are we not?
No.
Well, but this is the
No.
only community in the internet that actually is worth anything. Like every other community
That's
I ever
true.
found. Every other community, and I'm not saying that this like lightly. Every other community I ever found was horrible, except for this one.
Welcome to the
Bears
stream,
roar.
Ghost, former Ghost.
Hey,
All right,
Former
so
Ghost,
next up, we need to say Big Jim's army and that. So for Mossman's army, what's this do? Special forces. So it's just rangers. Special forces minimum capacity plus 40. Scavenge old bases. The Brotherhood's teachings. Okay, so power armor or rangers? Seems to be the thing here. Rangers, power armor. Okay, chat. And then look at me. Rangers or power armor? I'll read the thing. The fluff text between the two. As I assume this will also affect other things than just that. So Mossman's army is the Ranger one. Ranger General Mossman has something of a disdain for the average soldier in the NCR, and views them as an awkward blunt tool better for pinning an enemy down than actually accomplishing anything in particular. To this end, he believes in the expansion and increased importance of the Rangers, and instead puts much of his funding towards improving them, which again for Rangers. Then we have the Mechanized Bull. Why should the Brotherhood and Enclave be the only groups to use power armor? The NCR has hundreds of thousands of citizens, the West Coast's only universities, and the drive and determination to protect its people. It may annoy Jonathan Maxon to see us explore their secrets, but I didn't vote for them. I didn't vote for that. And basically, it's, does the Brotherhood, do we start to invest in a power armor thing, or do we explore Rangers? The Bucket Fishy Council has 60 seconds to contest for our military doctrines and what we're going to do there. Infantry equipment production cost. This is really good, by the way. Reduction of production cost by 15%. That means that guns will be easier and cheaper to produce. Heavy artillery. Combined arms. So this is for like vehicles. Big Jim's army. Gain 10% division speed and 5% organization boost. These are going to turn our military into a fighting machine. No power armor system potential. Well, currently 60% are in favor of power armor. You have 60 seconds to contest if you would like. Do Semper Tantrum. But if not, we're gonna wear power armor. So Sempi, put your euros where your mouth is, or you're gonna have to sit down. Unless you can convince all the chatfish in like 60 seconds to switch their votes. He's like, do it or I'll commit shadow side. And they're like, okay, and I'll just vote for
Think
it.
of Semper. You can use power armor to stomp the mole rats, the traitors to your kind. You're back going to the bathroom.
Oh my god. Let's take a look at something. Oh my god. We got a fan. I'm gonna call it a fan art, goddammit. Because it basically is. We'll call it Bond's Bunch. It's an easy meme. I'm showing this to chat. We have some fan art chatfish. It's really good. This is a good one. You can't fight gravity, chat. Our time is up, chat. And then I fall backwards off a cliff and roll off the side of a mountain dead. Roll off the side. Like, he died like Dutch did from Red Dead Redemption. Yep, chat, that was me. Red Dead Redemption. That me dead. Me corpse. Me dead body. Me not alive anymore. Quick access. Look at this. Bond drew this, by the way, for the Bunch cast. You're in it, Bino. The chatfish in the back is also in it. Let's move it on top of the harlot fucking thing. I didn't even know that's a harlot. It's just on top. Behold, chat. How does that make you feel? Do you like it, chat? Do you like? Do you like? Bino! He's dead. Will draw puss free food. Did all my guests just fucking die? They actually did. Bulbous. Oh my god. But ironically, they did. It's just me. You know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes they literally just fucking keel over and die. It just happens. So what do you think? 11 out of 10, beautiful? Yeah, I like that. I love how fucking Chumbo's just fucking sad. And Squealy's just fucking dead. It's beautiful. The chatfish over there with the fucking little fucking twisty straw really gets me, though. Really gets... What is this Reich thing? What is this Reich thing? Do you like it? Do you... I believe I should be a division. Yes. Kib Army. Yes. Hashtag SF, hashtag Arcanum, hashtag make me a division. That makes Jano the first division in our new Californian Republic Army. That's true. You can actually pay to get yourself named in the army. That's a very good art piece. Very good art piece, Bond. Beautiful as always. Goddamn. It's good, isn't it? I love it.
That's good.
Oh my god, you're back, little schnauzy boy. Where
Yeah.
did you waddle off to, you fuck? Fucking Beano. You're just like Beano.
I told Bino I will be AFK.
Yeah. Guess where
And then
Beano
he went
is?
AFK.
Beano's AFK
Aw.
too. Never trust Beano. You can't trust Beano. Beano's literally Nancy. Literally Nancy. Alright, so. Jano wants to be a division. I will name Jano after our Rangers.
Honored to speak with you, sir.
What do I ever name divisions again? Spec Ops Division 1? I think that's it, yeah. Jano's Rangers. There we go. The Jano's Rangers is currently led by Corporal Jeremiah Kudlow. Sadly, you can't rename the commanders. I wish you could. I wish you could, but you can't. They also can die. Let's see. What's his history? There's no history. Yeah. I thought they fought in some battles. I guess not. They have a mixed mash of equipment, though. I'll take a power armor division, says Gruncha Buncha. Thank you, nation. I don't even have power armor. I don't even have power. Well, that decides it. Power armor wins. Power armor wins.
Yeah?
Oh, no, wait. This is the one I wanted, NCR Rangers. Oops. What the fuck? What are you? What the fuck are you even? What kind of division are you? Template? Special Forces? Oh, okay. Well, you're not Jano's Rangers. You'll just be called Gruncha Bunches for now. Until we get, like, the actual power armor. That's Gruncha Buncha. Jano can be this guy. Yeah, because I knew Jano's Rangers had history. I'm pretty sure they fought in some battles. Let's check their history. They've lost 8 men. How many people did they kill, though? Where's that listed? Or did they just not kill anybody? Did they just get fucking murdered and that was like their contribution?
They just got murdered.
That contribution. Oh my god.
Is it on a history?
What's
Yep.
up?
History. Their history, they've taken 8 casualties.
Yeah, okay.
114 experience. They have 0 medals. They've done not a whole lot. They're led by Corporal Jeremy Banner. They have 15 total anti-tank rifles, 84 9mm pistols. Because, you know, why don't you have that many? These are big thinkies. Alright, Chatfish have chosen Mechanized Bull. And I don't think anybody contested.
Nope.
Yep. Alright. Mechanized bull it is. We have new doctrines which can research, which again, new routines, mutant perks, and creature perks. Okay, that's interesting. Those are new. Special forces. We will do that. We do have a lot of special forces. Just dug out me old PS4. A new jailbreak came up with me, so I decided to see if I could do anything cool with it. Now I've jailbroken it. He gets tickled. Also dead. He's gone. No, not even alive anymore. Gone. Rip. Corpse. Corpse fishy. Corpse fishy. Corpse fishy! President Kimball, will the Senate impeach Navarro crisis, or will they spurn Governor Murphy's idealism? I think vote no confidence. I don't know what blue represents, but it looks like it's heavily skewed in favor of blue, whatever blue is. But I think we can kind of ignore it because I don't think the next election is something we can really affect. I'm not really sure. I don't really know what's happening. I'm just a little kid. Living my little kid life, doing little kid stuff. Do remember to do the general doctrine tree when you use the army experience. It helps get the more special forces. Good afternoon, Little Storm Raven. Welcome to the stream. We're slowly producing more dudes. Slowly. The Congress retains confidence in President Kimball. President Kimball's forceful defense of the Republic carried the day. Given the threats arrayed against California, only a firm hand can guide the Republic, and Kimball's victory will remind all not to tread on the bear. President Kimball's agenda is vindicated. Algood Murphy will resign from Senate in protest of its decision, retiring to a private life in a small farmstead outside of the boneyard. So President Kimball was vindicated in that decision. Fancy Hayes is currently his current country leader. Well, that happened. I don't think that leads it. Ain't no business like she business. Aw, she. She. I think it might be time to get rid of that she business.
Oh, she. You know. Oh god, I love when my YouTube just like decides to break and then I need to go and refresh it. And see.
Greenbranch still wants to take the she out.
I see no one wants to be in the Silk Song Tully.
Me Beano. Me Beano noises. Beano, Beano, Beano.
Yep, 2 people on Silksong currently.
Really? I didn't pay attention.
Yes, Pondozan and Semper.
Oh, nice. It's because I'm doing a new diet, Chatfishes, where whenever I'm hungry, I drink water. Outside of like some normal meals, right? So I'm I need to run to the bathroom too much.
Also regarding choices, Chatfish, we still have the Mass Effect character vote going on, with the male character being in the lead.
Ew.
You have to draw gay sex Beano. He's like, eep. I'm starting to cry.
Do you want me? I will do it. You know I will do it for money.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at it.
worse.
It's only Beano's Bizarre. Problem solved. Problem solved.
You have to look.
I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, you have to. You're
Nope.
paying for it.
Not doing it. Not gonna happen.
Need to approve.
No. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Look at the denial. Look at the denial.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
I kind of don't want to. But in this economy.
Think about the gas. Runs Rubino.
Think about the gas.
Wait, you're Brazilian. What economy?
I'm gonna get these things ahead of schedule, I've decided. But what can we get? Scrap trucks? We do want to get bigger trucks, Chatfish. Don't lie to me. But there's Humvees. Yeah. That's a bit ahead of schedule, though. Oh, killdozers? Just whoop! Screams. This will boost vehicle defense. I'm not super acquainted with what technologies I should be focusing on as what I am. But I think industrial might not be a terrible idea. And getting more of those time penalty reductions would also be a good idea, I think. Come on. The mechanized bullshit. Come on. Come on. Fork it over, big little Chatfish. The old world party. How do we The storm declared war on the cult of liberty? What? Smoke signals complete. Now we know smoke signals, Chatfish. Where? Better decryption.
Not rainbow shit, but rainbow fish. Oh god damn. Rainbow fish.
The Empire of Liberty. Ain't no business like the She. Let's deal with that. Rapid expansion. Look at that. Get war goals on the rapid score territories. Yeah, that can be dealt with later. The She should be dealt with now, I think. Did you hear that the She, a mighty people who seek to explore the stars, develop new power armor and fuel sources, and build their own vertibirds? Honestly, maybe we should have annexed them instead of focusing on the Mojave, but there's time to rectify that. We should look into the She question, as Chatfish have deemed that the communist threat must be destroyed.
Wait, the sheer communist?
No, they're not actually communists. They are they were communists, I guess you could say, but in the sense that they're the sheer remnants of the Chinese Navy that basically fled because China is glowing and Asia is glowing, and they fled and settled there.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not really communists anymore. They're kind of like a bit like old schooly.
They will learn the peaceful ways of democracy through the fist of freedom.
Yeah, so we're gonna deal with the She problem. Get that under control. Make sure that the She doesn't stab me in the back when Caesar's Legion attacks, because if they do, that would be a nightmare. Traders from Hawaii? Oh my god.
Hawaii!
Far out to our west, past the hulking wrecks of oil rigs and minor military islands, lies the Isles of Hawaii. Once, according to a book, we once found at least 3 islands were also a part of America and the home of the American Pacific Fleet. By 2077, the Pacific Fleet was a vast collection of nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, destroyers, and missile boats. Most of the fleet was in port at the start of the Great War, and was wrecked by the multitude of Chinese nuclear missiles that hit the port. The tribes of this Hawaii now make a living scrapping advanced components of the countless wrecks, trading for weapons and food with settlements up and down the west coast. This morning, a cluster of native traders from Hawaii arrived in our ports, offering a plethora of rare goods for a price. It's an opportunity we won't get for some time. Come tell us war stories from your people. That'll lose 10,000 money, but we gain manpower and war support. Meh. Stability bonus, political power. Stability bonus or political power. Stability bonus. I'm taking that Chatfish. Because our stability is kind of low. From all these bad events. From all these bad...
Yes. Because of the dirty She who stabbed us already in the back. Inciting violence. Not Mojave. What was it?
Supply consumption. No, I don't believe. Let me see your war face is the right term. And you don't need rifles for that part of the regimen. It's called a REMF by those under him. George Abbott has great skill in logistics, traveling around to ensure supplies get where they are needed, too, and not just in storage. Famously, he also is one of the architects of the Army's boot camp. Yes, Major Abbott sounds like somebody we want to put in charge. Decoding signals. Encoded signals.
Yeah?
Yeah? We're preparing to do mean and terrible things to the she. And we have choices on how we handle them, Chet. The wise dragon. So the question is, Chatfish, this is actually going to be our policy. Do we attempt to recruit the she, little bucket fishies? Join us, she, and become one with the bucket. So, yes. Make the she join us, become one with the fish, or eat them. Because that's the basic two paths I see here. Crush the rising dragon or the wise dragon is the two paths. And this is important because this is going to be affecting what we decide to do with them. As there are two choices to handle the problem. Now, I'll read this next little bit. I won't forget that night in San Francisco. San Francisco and the she are an oddity. Somehow, this prosperous port and city, surrounded by Republic influence, is oft neglected as we focus on New Vegas. Indeed, one could walk the streets of houses, little treasure, and never hear of it. But it's a center of scientific engineering, home to a prosperous warrior people, and also, fortunately for us, divided into unexploitable kung fu schools. Yes, it's very weird. Whatever our decision about the city, we should make sure it's guided by the Wasteland's greatest nation. You know their tech would have been real useful at Hoover Dam. That gave us a lot of political power.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with
I
you?
just
will
realized-
contest this.
I just realized this.
But
You're playing the Fallout game, and there's a new Fallout season coming out. Why did you remind me of that, Kibbs? I blame you.
yeah, but this is good, so this is actually real Fallout. 7.5 stability. That'll help with my stability problems. So we're gonna get that taken care of too. Get that stability back up to 56%. There we go. Now, chat bitches. 67% of chatfish want to devour their nation, while only a minor percent want them to become a bucketfish. A she-fish, if you will. Catfish are more hungry. They don't want to make new catfishes. They just want to eat them. They just want to eat them.
They don't
Alright.
want the shit fishes?
Does anybody want to contest? You have... Oh, no, wait.
Yes.
Hold on. Wait, we can't actually. NCR falls into chaos? No, never mind. No, it's good. Don't contest. Don't you dare.
No contesting.
Because I don't know if I can actually trigger that. Ooh, entry that has completed focus. A new hand on the tiller. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's blue. Oh, I get you. It's color-coded. Red, blue. My eyeballs. I don't know why I thought purple was blue, too. Oh, my God, my fucking eyeballs. I was like, yeah, I could do blue even when red won. Like, it doesn't matter. No. Purple is middle. Okay, we're good. All right, pretend this wasn't a vote. Chat, pretend that the Council of Chatfish have no power. This wasn't a choice. That choice was decided. Like I said, the
Let me
earlier
see the
decision will...
council.
Shush you. The earlier decision would affect things to begin with. And this is that case. This is where that comes into effect. The bear's paw. Yes, because Kimball was willing to do this. Kimball's a warmonger. That makes sense because the other guy isn't. He would want to work with them. All right, whatever there are differences with the she, their economy is crucial to New California. Rather than concern ourselves with their domestic affairs, we should work with San Francisco movers and shakers. Actually, we might be able to. We'll see. Because I noticed it actually, it's a choice thing down here. We'll see. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Honored to speak with you.
I don't understand what's happening. I'm scared.
Yeah?
NCR army grows a little bigger. But only a little. Local workspaces. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get that construction ahead of schedule because it's good. Encoded signals. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Signals that are confusing. Chatfish love that.
We don't have the brains to comprehend messages.
They try to use smoke signals underwater. It's like, why is the fire not starting?
Chatfish.
Why it's not working?
I'm gonna start researching power armor. We start figuring that shit out. Okie dokie. The bear's paw. Good, Chatfish, good. Max has defeated Robot City. Damn. MacArthur's declaring war on people. Damn. It's okay, that happens a lot in this game. Alright, let's see. Alright, so. Next story event. San Francisco has no choice but to work with the NCR. Who are they going to sell their goods to otherwise? We can profit from this to build a firm relationship. Okay, so maybe we can have a choice. We'll see. We'll see. In that case, you might be able to contest. But I do notice, see this dotted line here? That means that it can be either or. That's what that means. You can actually do it, whether you do this or that, it doesn't matter, you can do this. Because that's what the dotted line means.
Yeah.
Versus the hard line means you have to go that way.
Only the way there is different.
Ouroboros defeated the old bones. Dirty. They're dead. They're dirty. Because we can make them allies. The big thing is we gotta deal with them regardless, because we can't afford the Shi to attack us in the rear when we're at war with the Caesar Legion. That would literally kill us. Literally. Wait, what? Hold up. What? Oh, I thought it said somebody went to war. That had an NCR logo. Stripped power armor. NCR salvage PA. That's going to take a while to get that stuff going. But we'll get that research rolling. We're making NCR buckos, but not very quickly. Bear's honeypot. Let's see. So, freedom is non-negotiable. NCR falls into chaos. So it's the thing. The Shi, one of the following must be true. Big Trouble in Little California. Okay, so they have to do an event. And then Shi has completed Big Trouble in Little California. Okay, so we can't progress that right now. Rapid expansion. Unite them. Crimson Caravan routes. That will increase our NCR bucks, which is good. Then there's Empire and Liberty. Stockman promises Baja Homestead Act. Basically taking Baja, lessons from the Baja campaign. Diversified weapons. Our friends in Reno ask for the Sierra Army Depot. Remind Arroyo. Secrets of Navarro, which will give us power armor technology stuff, which is good. This is very good. Lots of civilian factories over there. That's big thingies. I don't know how much time we have before the War of Sadness. The War of Sadness. Oh my god. Alright, so Empire building will be good because the Empire of Liberty, because it opens up a lot of economic options. What's rapid expansion? Who is this? Rapids core territory? Who's Rapids? Are these the Rapids? Yeah, we do want the Rapids. Because if Caesar's Legion claims that, then they have a foothold in our land. That has to be dealt with first. That's a bigger strategic priority right there. Rapid expansion. So distracted were we by the avenues of expansion, we ignored the raiders and tribals that lie on the southern Colorado banks. It's time to rectify that. Okay, so that's going to give us war goals on them. What we're going to do is we're going to temporarily clean up these divisions here because we can't even go to war with them anyways. So that's fine. But we're going to send all 3 of these armies down south here to be ready to attack them and take their lecitas. Mojave has defeated... Oh, yeah. The Siege of Hidden Valley. Oh, that's what was happening. The Mojave Brotherhood of... Or not Brotherhood, NCR. It took out the Brotherhood of Steel. The Siege of Hidden Valley. After days of siege and relentless fighting, Hidden Valley has fallen. The Mojave Territories has been able to take the extensive bunker network of Hidden Valley. Through pockets of isolated resistance still exist, fighting to the last man. It's unsure if this victory was truly victory for Mojave Territories. Was it worth the price that was paid in blood for this land? Breakers only 10 pounds, read it.
New Day, important question. Should a large amount of Lyax die by cannon-related incidents? How much oil plus butter do I need for an FEL? I don't know what that is. Don't worry, Cannonball wasn't a Star Steel one. Hashtag Nezra, hashtag Fit, hashtag Bino. Thank you, my dude.
Yeah?
Thank you for a very generous donation.
Let me go. Nezra is for the Mass Effect, Nezra, Gregor?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
I'm doing it already.
Alright.
What's your choice, Bino?
My choice?
Bino.
My choice.
Bino. It even is a overhead fund.
My choice is clans.
Our recon team has triggered the base's automated defenses system during their sweep, but we're thankfully able to deal with them with minimal damage, thanks to our multiple anti-tank rifle squads to put alongside them. They are still reporting in, but it seems they took minimal casualties, mostly from the elements of surprise. Give my congratulations to the AT teams and continue the operation. I don't know what happened. I don't know what that is.
There's a String Labs as well. Thank you, Todd.
Todd donates $100 and says,
Todd?
"Hello, Bickering Bunch. Here's some Mun-Muns to add Bonbon and Giggles to the Discord emote list. Also, Fit Kibs and Breed Kibs. Hashtag CageBino. Hashtag HuntVelpus. Thank you for your generous donation. Very generous. That's for Paolo to do, I
dude.
think.
Not much.
I think.
Yeah, also, Dan, why Cage Bino? Why must I suffer so?
Because you're a little guy. Little
Apparently,
guys get punished.
AFL is Astrian fried Lyak.
Damn. Delicious.
Damn.
Man.
Yes,
Damn.
yes, Kips. How do Lyaks taste?
Like chicken.
Delicious. Scrumptious. Delectable.
Chicken and horse combined?
The Empire of Liberty. Hold on, I gotta think. Oh my god, I gotta think. We gotta figure this out. Alright, so Empire of Liberty, because we gotta do the Baja campaign too. Empire of Liberty. We shall add to the Californian Union a barrier against the dangerous extension of the Legion, and add to the Empire of Liberty an extensive, fertile country, thereby converting dangerous enemies into valuable friends. The Winded Man in the Pale Moonlight. As the clock strikes midnight, an advisor comes barging through the front door. Waving a stack of documents in one hand and holding side with the other, he slumps against the wall as he regains his breath, before quickly composing himself to approach the most powerful figure in the land. He staggers forward before sliding the crumpled papers across the fine mahogany desk. What could possibly have warranted that? Local town festival. We've been receiving reports of folks up and down the nation traveling to one of our smaller settlements to partake in increasingly rambunctious local festivities. Apparently, during a recent battle, one of our men was able to pillage a set of old-world goldies alongside a surprisingly well-maintained record player. After taking the loot back home with him, he figured he'd gather a few friends around town square to give them a thingamajig a go. A few records in, and the display had already drawn in just about anyone within half a mile radius, transforming the whole affair into an impromptu festival. That's the gist of what the article says, anyways. Chances are things would have died down by now if it weren't for the press. Instead, as news of the event travels across our nation and beyond, more and more tourists are flocking, bringing revenue from settlements across the wider region. I could use a city break. Political power. Couldn't we all?
Yes.
Political power. Stability. We must always go for stability. Our country could use stability. Norino wants non-aggression pact? Why would they want that? What did you do, Norino? Why are you in trouble? We've been a bad little country. Christopher Wright is in charge. I'll accept the non-aggression pact because they are aligned with us, and I don't want to get stabbed in the back. Next up, we must declare war on the Rapids. And we will launch our invasion, as the NCR will extend her borders yet further. I imagine we will probably overrun them very quickly. Military theorist would be good. Send volunteer request from Shi. I will allow it. Arroyo also wishes to send volunteers. The Mojave Territories wishes to help us with the war. No. I'll accept these land leases so that we get more guns and equipment. Now, our initial successful attacks look like they're starting to die down. Oh wait, I might just because I'm playing at low speed.
I should make you pay for your crimes.
I noticed how my game was like, I'm gonna let that territory fall because funny. We'll let more volunteers from our allies come because of course we shall.
Well, Semper, take a look at your DMs, my dude.
Hey. What is it?
A new animated chatfish has been finished.
Yeah?
Good job, Beanos. You will be spared. He's like, Beano! And then he's like, because he's dead.
Hey.
I'm sending you the fish by Semper's hours.
Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah?
Characters, yeah?
Yeah.
Rapidly ravaging the
Oh.
rapids.
Yes. We are. We're doing it.
That's actually quick.
Yeah?
What
I
is?
thought it would take a bit long. Taking the rapids.
Oh, I'm
Basically.
playing on ×2 speed. Like, we can go faster.
Ah.
I'm just slowing it down because I'm just getting back in the habit. See, we've encircled this division here. Because the division is
Gotta go
circled,
fast.
he's going to die. They're trapped here. Like, eep. Sound they make as they die.
Hey.
Those armies are taking that territory. And then we continue to push around here.
Yeah?
Now we're going to do this to pin them so they can't move. Because when we attack that unit, they can't get to the Paymaster's landing. And so our troops should be able to get there. And that the southern
Keeps
part of them
doing
just fell.
strategic big thinkies.
Uh-huh.
I think we should put pressure up here because the capital's moved there. Try to break through in the north. Good, good.
Chatfishes, we're almost at the halfway mark to today's goal. Good job. A bit more, and Arif will take more clothes off.
Sure.
Free the animated chatfish that are hidden behind the collar.
My special forces will become powerful.
Well, if I wanted a Somerset version too, which artists would be available for that, and what the price for a custom commission again? It's $200. What artists are available is a good question.
Come on, give me a reason.
How do I
That's a
see
good
that?
question.
Right now, I am closed for commission because I have too many of them.
Yeah?
So let me see the other art. How do I present? Check everything.
I think currently Art Slot
Um,
is only Indio apparently.
What's up?
Let me see. There's
It's under art pieces.
why must everything be so complicated, chat? Why can't they just be like, here's money, no work, just money. Like, and then kids just looks at me. There's daggers. Yeah.
New California Republic, Alcor land, the Rapids. We can't do that yet. But this will give us
Oh.
infrastructure and resources. That's good. Alice McLafferty becomes better. Oh my god, removes her debuffs. Lift business restrictions. There we go. Candy passed many laws to protect small farmers, but larger farms are simply more productive. Why should we risk our cities going hungry to save a few folks who can't keep up with the times? Damn! We're not a good country,
That's harsh.
but Chatfish chose this path. We're putting up a little bit of a valiant resistance.
Poor former ghost. I had a dream. I was on a date with a woman. And I woke up abruptly because she said, God, I forgot just how fucking ugly you are. Oh.
Holy
Damn.
fucking
Poor-
shit, man. I'm
Owned in
sorry.
your own... I'm sorry for you. In your
That-
own dream. My God. You
That
need to work on your self-view.
that's a dream whore right there. Dream whore.
Yeah, that's
She
really
doesn't
dream
deserve,
horror.
she doesn't deserve your goals. She deserves better.
These are better dreams than that. Yep, true.
Yeah.
Bros before bitches.
Also,
Bros
I just
before
want to say,
bitches.
Todd has been a member for 59 months. That's a lot. Only 10 more months and
Yeah.
you have the funny number.
Funny number. Oh, God.
They keep popping that stupid gay defense doctrine thing. I hate it.
Wonder who's the chatfish with the most months as member?
I don't know if is there a way to see it?
Don't know.
I'm
Kips might
not
know.
Sure. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I have no idea.
But he's wiping out the rapids.
Ah, yeah, also. Sempre Cantron posted his animated chatfish.
Yeah, December tantrum. He's like, "Eh."
Damn.
The business restrictions.
I finished all my animated chatfishes. I'm free. Kill Palo, kill Palo, kill Palo, kill Palo. That goddamn.
That just gives me 50,000 NCR buckos. Wargol, wait, what? Great cover claims on the Divide's core territories. I don't know what the Divide is.
Semper asked you to activate his new animated chatfish.
That's because Semper's fat. He's like, "Eep."
He literally is in that picture.
You did not name that correctly.
I literally put. Oh my god. There's
Semper
literally Semper
Tantrum.
in the name of the file.
Yes, but it's got to be numbered after the other ones, so it should be Temper Tantrum 3.
How is that animal? How is that my fault?
That is Kill Bino.
I see.
Yes,
Sure.
kill me now.
Yeah.
Kill my
There's Temper Tantrum new animated
albino
fishy.
custom.
Look at him, squeaky, squeaky.
squeak, squeak,
Make him small.
chunky rat.
Belongs. Stuff him in the... No! Stuff him in the goddamn corner where he belongs. There we go. Small, insignificant, as Semper always was.
Damn. Where is it? They are being squished. Oh yeah, did Todd send
little too
did you
big.
send your animated chatfish to Kibbs? To be activated? Let me send you Kibbs Todd's chatfish. I don't know, you didn't activate it, I see.
That's the Chatfish.
There, I sent it to you. Now you can put it there too.
It just works, it just works. Oh my god.
It's good, right?
That
See,
song is
Bino,
way too
Your
catchy.
naming convention. 417 Todd, not good. That needs to be called Todd Fox 2. It's the second one. That's why you have to do that, Bino. Otherwise, you're organizing this
How
becomes hell.
am I supposed to know how are you naming your files?
There comes Todd. The issue with this animated fish is that you're not going to be able to read the text. You got it. Oh, the scaling, Bino. Because it has to be the same size as the other ones.
But see, it is the same size. Every animated chatfish is 600 by 600.
There. Can you read that on the overlay? You tell me.
Let's find out. Let me open this.
This is why text. You can't. Bino. You can't is the answer.
I kinda can.
We almost liberated liberated them from themselves.
I actually can read it on the overlay. That's the funny part. Because if I have it a full screen and 1080p, I can.
We take the Rapids fleets as well. And now the Rapids ceases to exist as a nation.
Bomb bomb.
Yeah? Honored to speak with you, sir.
So we just gotta push like that.
Uh-huh.
I agree, Sturha. I think Kibbs is just common core, yes. Back to work I go. Open.
I gotta see which buildings we can restore. Arms workshop, but is there more? Only one arms workshop. Restore the Rancho Seco NGS, 200 plus manpower. God, they have so much lore. Oh, we're gonna restore the Iron thing. They'll give us 200 plus manpower. It says Fort Iron has been seen many things: firing range of all sizes, combat exercises hub, training hub, and can exclusive hospital. Blah blah blah. Yes, that'll give us more manpower and research stuffies.
When does this game end? Because I know that like there's always an end to this game.
No, doesn't. Until we make
No.
America great again. It's okay.
Okay, but what if you?
It goes
what if you
really
take-
far apparently in the future. Compared to the...
It doesn't
like a
ever end,
normal
Bino. You
thing.
can play forever. Like, it literally... You will complete the focuses, but it just keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
Production efficiency. We need
I
to
can
get
make a version
better
of
weapons.
your Toddfish. Yes.
Right, let's see. We need to get this. No. We'll get that a lot faster if we do that, which means faster factories. Honestly, it's about militarizing as fast as possible.
More Dhaka.
Which is who's open up Navarro Reservation. We need to do rapid settlement and then core the shit out of them. Now, for occupied territories, we need to go to occupied territories and check caravan guards. No, we don't want to do that. We want to do wasteland pacification. I believe.
Not eradication.
Or is it resistance eradication? I thought it was pacification. But it will remove... Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. We need to get it under control quickly. Open Navarro reservations. Okay, that's done. Now we need to do rapid resettlement. Many of our veterans would be glad to settle farms along the Colorado. It really raises the question of why we didn't occupy it earlier.
It's a good question.
We're gonna get the Bajas next. Lopan solidifies control over the Shi. Today saw the bear grow stronger as the Shi's emperor maintained Lopan as the leader of the Shi, ending a period of sustained ideological debate in San Francisco. As to the future of the state, particularly with regard to its relationship with the larger New California Republic to the south, Lopan, as a member of the Crane School, has greatly strengthened ties with the NCR. Ever since his ascent to power at the hands of the Chosen One, now with pro-NCR factions possessing even greater control over the Shi, this trend of cooperation is expected to continue. Rumors abound that under Lopan's instruction, the Shi will soon apply to become an associate state within the NCR, formalizing the two states alliance and bringing one of the last independent nations in California into the NCR's fold. Welcome to the best nation on Earth. So, sounds like we might be able to do the peaceful run, but it's still up to Chatfishies whether we do stuff. Arroyo. When did man the panel? What could have warranted that? As the clock strikes midnight. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Okay.
I'm quickly AFK.
I'm here.
Arroyo is to the north. There it is. Arroyo is the town based on Devote. Apollo 2. Checkpoint 13. Checkpoint 13. Alright, we're doing rapid settlement, Chatfishes. We're doing it. We just gotta hope, fishies, hope. We are at a deficit of 1.38k infantry equipment. This is really bad because we don't really want to attack with that deficit, do we? No. Which is why it might be better to get that infantry equipment speed, production, military growth, output. That's going to be worthwhile. Play working. Rapid settlement is done. The Colorado Fleet. Rapid settlement, rename Farmville, blah, blah, blah. To help with coring it at all? I don't know. Oh, I think they are cored now. Yeah. So now we should be able to do the focus to the left.
Wasteland pacification is the best option to get the core the faster. To the core the faster.
Yep, I figured. Alright. Valpa said he'd be right back, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He can contest, because currently we're slated to go to war with the dragon. But we could get peace, and that would mean we wouldn't have to do as much. Because weapons and equipment are a problem. but diversified weapon contracts is what we'll do first. Because that will help us get more guns. So we'll do that for 30 days. Todd gives 5 memberships. Thank you for the gift of membership.
Hey,
Very
thank
generous.
you, Todd. Thank you, my dude. What are the... tag me on the chat for the hashtags. He's... Todd! Todd just got the compressor.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, Todd. You won the bounty.
Congratulations, Toddley. You've won the bounty. Toddley's eyes pop out of the sockets.
He's like...
While it screams in the background like... That's screams.
You got a Chatfish and STL, an animated Chatfish, and a commission Puckfish. Let me talk to me on the Discord and let me know which artist you want for. Well, Bafius is the one for the STL, but like, you know what I'm going to.
Congratulations, Todd, on winning the bounty.
Congratulations. I like that YouTube even took a few seconds before like hitting the compressor, right? It's like, damn, if only I had gifted a membership before, I would be the one to get the bounty.
Anton Flynn is a deal maker and has come to control much of the moving and shaking the NCR. However, legitimacy of the Republic will, if we hire him, that's popular. Yeah, he's going to hurt my stability. But he helps military construction speed and political power gain, which is good. Sometimes you must go down a little to go up.
What's up?
Does she want to join us? Oh, okay. Well, joins the NCR. I don't really see why this would be a decision that chat would want to contest, but we will allow it because it's another nation asking. I blame Bino for distracting me. Yes, Bino must be destroyed.
Is the max tier bounty a con slot?
Yeah,
I'm back.
Yeah, he's a max tier bounty. Com slot, a chatfish,
Alright.
a STL of a chatfish, an animated fishy, and a pocket fish. He
Alright.
won, by the way. Also, catfish are doing a decision right now, Little Vulpus, to decide whether the she want to join. Because the she triggered a new poll right now to join.
Ooh.
They're asking to
And
join the NCR.
And Chatfish are voting to welcome them in the bucket. That's good. Oh, Todd hits the
Yeah, he
compressor.
hit the compressor.
Oh,
yeah.
I just saw
You
it.
missed it. You missed it.
Yes. I should stop
I'm-
smoking.
You should.
I'm messaging him right now to ask what he wants. Green Branch is like, and Bino. Goddamn, it's my fault that you missed. Sure. I blame Bino for distracting me, says Harlot. Goddamn.
You did already track, I guess.
I put it there. I'm just
Good.
trying to find his hashtags. I want to be nice. Okay. I want to be nice and donate all but the custom art for the raffle. Okay, alright. But
Okay.
Todd, still DM me about like who you want for the. So let me.
In that case,
on the
he donates to a raffle. The raffle for the prize that he's choosing to forego. Chap, you may now enter the raffle to claim said prize. It's very nice of you, Todd. The comm slot was claimed, though. He claimed it for himself. His greedy little pants. His greedy little...
There's currently a Chatfish, an STL, an animated Chatfish, and a pocket fish in the raffle.
Alright, Chatfish have decided. No one has contested. The she are welcomed to the bucket. Welcome aboard.
Little
The She
tiny
state has
fish.
joined the NCR. They have now entered an alliance with us. Wrong button.
All right.
Yeah?
Tag me if you want to be on the Raffle Chatfishes.
Yes.
Tag.
Hey.
What will happen in the north now?
Alright.
The capture of the Warrens. The mutant armies of the Troll Warrens have fallen to the Morrow Drinkers. With the FEV-filled caves surrounding the crater lake becoming militarily occupied by the invading force, with the mutants within, the Warren being forced to flee their homes and retreat. Is there any future for mutant kind in the far north now? Okay, interesting. Yeah, the She have joined our alliance. This is very good. This bolsters our military fighting prowess even further. Which honestly means that probably this thing is the Wise Dragon. All core land of the She is owned by the New California Republic. Their subjects. Okay. Now we can focus on other things. Our friends in Reno. We get more workshops. These are an old world base. The chop shop. The chick shop.
Man, I really want to be fat and eat bad food today.
The Baja. The conquest of the Baja. We need to go after Boog's homeland. Alright, so the NCR efforts to settle Southern California Baja were hampered 20 years ago when a settlement found itself ill-prepared to fight against the innumerable Mexican cartels in the region. With our desires to tame the South reignited, we will undoubtedly bring civilization to this lawless region. The question is, who will lead the charge back into the Baja? We need to do this because if we tackle the Baja California thing, we'll have this under control, and that will strengthen us even more.
More chatfishies for the bucket.
By the way, I'm adding all everyone that's tagging me. I'm adding you guys to the raffle. Don't worry, I'm seeing. You are seeing Chatfish.
I already did.
You are
know.
heard. Alright, what do you mean? Look at the stream room. There's the raffle list over there. Ah, you're putting over here.
Yes.
No, I was putting on the stream room.
Melee attacker, division attack plus 5%. Light touch, cool attack, defense, no, useless. Fight the power, division attack, and core territory. That might help for defending against the Siege Legion. We can let them bleed out against us if we do that. Which means if we start getting pushed back into, that'll help us. Which I expect the Siege Legion is going to cause all sorts of nightmares for us. Resource gain efficiency. Good. They came to the ground.
Todd sent a Streamlabs.
Toddly. He's like, Toddly. And looks at me. His eyes watering with sorrow and sadness and hunger.
Hey, Polly, how are you doing, my dude?
Toddly donates $200 and says, cool, I would like to commission Indio for Summer Terrestrial version 2. Also breed Kibs, Shock Volpe, and Cage Beano. Thank you for the donation. Very generous. That is a comm slot that Beano or Indio will be very happy he got.
And then he get. Let me tag him again. Because he got 2 comm slots.
He's being forced to draw lots of soldiers and armor because he's doing unit cards for Terrestrial War. So this will be a nice break for him. So this will be.
Need to force Indio to draw Bara soldiers, you know. For him to suffer.
The old world bucket fishies. Like, old world bucket. Explode.
Yeah?
You know? Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Siege legions continue to expand at an alarming and disgusting rate. I'm getting scared, Chatfishes. I'm getting scared.
And if I see this right, with that we made the daily goal.
Oh my god.
Did we?
Or
Good
did
job,
we?
champion.
No, we did. No,
It's
no,
divided
I
in half
misread.
again, you goober.
Yeah,
Got two
no,
bulbous.
no.
Bulb two
Back to
bulbous.
Vulpes.
No, I think we. It's
All
not.
right.
No.
So, in the year
Still.
2256, the NCR colony of Rattletail was established in the northern portion of Baja California. These brave pioneers received formal NCR funding, but little military protection. A choice which would prove fatal. The young colonists tried to develop the region's water supply, but Mexico's fearsome raiders tried to take their hard-won gains. The cartels retaliated against the small settlement and launched two major assaults against the township, both of which stopped with relative ease. It was the intervention and wisdom of a young ranger named Hanlon that ended the dispute before the toll of the conflict became notable. The man crafted a clever lie, spouting nonsense about an army of raiders that would soon come and wipe the town away. The colonists evacuated, the locals regained their water supply, and greater conflict was avoided. Unfortunately, this lie was an unintended result, but now Aaron Kimball faces pressure to go south and find new land for the bear to trot upon. Ranger Mossman goes with Kimball's support. Gains deployed Rangers. Opinion on plus 25. Kimball earned support Dayglow cracking down Raiders. Hayes. Okay, chat wanted Hayes. Mayor Hayes will organize the development. We're doing it, chat. We're doing it. We're clicking dings and things are happening. The conquest of the Baja. For too long had Baja Raiders menaced our people and their way of life. We must teach them to make love, not war, or at least peace, not war. Let's be realistic. And that is to basically annex them. Which will give us all of the Baja California. Glorious, the great noodle.
Did we get Baja Blast?
The fall of the National Guard? Damn. Gotta be strong, little chat bitches.
Hey. Honored to speak with you, sir.
Cisco Star wants a Chatfish he bought earlier to be added to the raffle since Flying War Kitten never redeemed it.
Well, that's true. He didn't. He's a
So we
traitor.
got another Chatfish in a raffle.
Continue to produce more small arms.
Bold attack. Starting skill. We're gonna learn bold attack.
What's up?
This guy's going to be in charge of the Great Defense, is what we're going to title that. Which he's going to just be in charge of a large defensive network all along here. That will prevent naval invasions along the south. Actually, you know what? I'm going to restructure that line. To be a little bit more sensical. It's going to start from here and cover the entire coast so that it takes a few less divisions to hold it. Then we're gonna have to set up defenses on the south as well.
Yeah?
That'll work for now. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. We can't really pump out divisions as fast as I would like, though. But we're getting there. Can't do that because we're about to go to war with the conquest of Baja. Once we do that, then we can. She has an army. Wish they'd bigger. Not sure what Mr. House is doing, but he's housing around, I'm sure. I have no doubt about it in my mind. Caesar's Legion defeated the reservation. Fall of the Twin Mothers happened recently. And the conquest of Baja is now available. Would this bypass if I do this? I think it should. Frontier will give us more civilian workshops, which honestly we do want. Our friends in Reno would probably more military factories as well first. With the emergence of the New Vegas Strip as a competitor in the previous years, the signing of the Treaty of New Vegas, more and more tourists are now pouring away from the lawless Reno to Vegas, a perfectly preserved city protected by the ever-vigilant Securitrons. Even now, Reno's economy is crumbling under its own weight, and Mr. Bishop is aware of the shirt of power in Nevada. We can offer to bail out New Reno, provided they align with the Republic. We will attempt to bail out New Reno, as New Reno is currently in the war with the Vipers, and they are our dog in the race over there. I would send volunteers, but I can't at the moment. Okay. Now, we need to slow down speed, and we need to go to war with the Baja region and start pushing through as fast as we can.
Honored to speak with you, sir. Hey.
I will allow volunteers from them. She State may join if they so desire. Yeah, because we have to wipe out the Bajas. We have to get that entirely under NCR jurisdiction, chat bros. Just have to keep an eye on the borders here, because when they move, it gets all fucking weird.
What's up? You like that? Yeah? I've got one! What is it?
There we go. And now we've cut off 5 divisions there.
What's up?
We've got motorcycle divisions, so we now can just zoom down this road and try to head off their entire army. And basically encircling their army in the north. Whoa, 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 glorious Chatfish, glorious reap! And there goes more of the divisions. Yes! Their pathetic little Mexican army is no match for me. And just blitz down there and snip that.
Blast them.
Yep, look at all those divisions trapped and encircled.
What's up?
There's nowhere for them to go anymore.
Yeah?
Our friends in New Reno. Focus is done. Ask for the Sahara Army Depot. After our bailout of their economy, perhaps our friends at Reno will pay back their kindness with access to the Sierra Army Depot. We do need to send them help. Make sure that New Reno wins their war against the Vipers, because they'd make a valuable ally. Our friends at Reno, one of the cornerstones of the NCR is the free movement of people and goods between its states. The Fargo Traders investments in Reading is the latest of many investments that are knitting California together. Let Hayes dream of rebuilding the old world. These ties are proof that we shall make a new one. It cost me 50,000 monies, but it does good things there. I don't need expeditionary troops. I will take supplies. Don't have robots. Not a thing I need to worry about. Soft attack plus 10% for lock and load. Van Grasp goes hard and piercing attack, which is good, but it costs production cost plus 10%, which is not good. That is big bad. Don't have APC manufacturers, tanks. Don't have tanks, but we do have big ships. Bill's battleships. Seems like a worthwhile organization. A trusty one at that. There. We've pretty much encircled their entire armies.
What's up?
Now we just need to rush down to their capital. Of La Paz, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah?
Ran into a division.
What's up?
Friggin' wild, Chatfish. Can't believe it.
You like that?
Arroyo sends troops.
Hey.
And there we go. Dedicated mining. Blah, 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 blah. More economy research. Anything that helps our economy. Anything that makes my economy boom. Boom. Alright, it's time we start forcing the guns to go further. To make better troops.
Infinity and beyond.
Motorcycles are
More DACA.
Humvees. I think Humvees are cuter. And they're faster to produce, which means we can feel a bigger army. Good. NCR motorcycle divisions. Ho!
Hey. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, that takes care of them. They're now annexed.
Uh-huh.
And now for the last bit of Baja California. Good, the
Baja
NCR
Blast?
becomes long. Look at that, Bino. It's like long.
I don't like the NCR too much though.
They're good, though.
I prefer Mr. House's
Hey.
faction.
Mr. House must be destroyed. He's an enemy of the NCR now. He's like, no!
Yes. He's America. He's an enemy of America.
How is he how is he an enemy of America? He's like
Don't worry about it.
like a
Don't
true
worry
American.
about it.
Like, he's an enemy of bureaucrats. That's what he's an enemy of.
Budapest.
Bureaucrats. Yeah. Hey, Winter King, don't worry. You're adding the Raffle.
Speak with you, sir.
Overall base. Propose lease on facility. Only annexation of base is acceptable. The time since the Chosen One disarmed the Sierra Army Depot's defenses, Reno has foolishly taken little interest in the facility. In contrast, our military intelligence has indicated that the site still holds great amounts of pre-war hardware, as well as research conducted by the American government After converting munitions base to facilitate experimental weapons development, with greater leverage, we've established that over the new Reno's economy, an opportunity to get our hands on the base's contents presented itself. The question now is how to attempt this. The Hawks and Aaron Kimball's cabinet are evil, they're bad. Let's see. Say we need to secure the perimeter around the site. This would allow us to develop the territory and provide the base with greater protection. However, this would essentially mean outright annexation of New Reno territory. The President's more methodical advisor suggests taking a subtler approach, establishment of a military garrison at the base, lease that would provide the NCR rights to its resources. This would respect New Reno's independence and leave a nominal ownership of the land in their hands, making it an offer they'd be much more likely to accept. This would tighten our grip over New Reno, but forgo furthering our larger military ambitions in Nevada. What should our approach be? Propose a lease on the facility, or only the entire annexation of the base? So Chatfish must decide.
Also keeps Chatfish reminding you of your dinner.
Yep, it's at 5:30. I'm gonna be wrapping up here soonish. But basically, we'll continue the stream when I get back from Din Din with my mommy. My mama, take mama. And then we will continue our NCR campaign. So far, we've done a pretty good job. We've managed to pretty much take Baja California back. We've solved the issue in the north. The She State has been added to our coalition. Now, New Reno is in war, but, strengthening our allies is always good. Making sure that we're not fighting several front war, basically, is the big thing here. But yeah, the NCR's gaining strength. Caesar Legion and Lannius' cohort have both gained a considerable amount of strength. And Sundogs are about to fall. Yeah, and so it's going to be soon when Caesar's Legion will contest us, so we have to be preparing soon. That's why we need to hurry up and wipe out the Paz bandits and secure Baja California, so we can turn our full military might to start facing down Caesar's Legion, because that is going to be where things are going to really start going, I think, a bit nuts. Alright, Chatfish, you have decided. Total annexation. Alright, that's a bit cruel. Only annexation is acceptable. We'll see how that goes over. We'll see. I think that does anything there. The Chop Shop will give us more stuff. Tame Frontier will give us more civilian workshops. Our attempts at bringing civilization to Navarro are becoming a booming success. This is good. Bring civilization to modern medicine, electricity, and flock the new thing. Basically, new civilian factories. Our Sierra Army Depot. As the heirs of America, it falls upon us to reclaim all the glory of the old world. Sadly, Christopher Wright doesn't understand that, and the city rejected our request for the Sierra Depot. We'll simply have to take it by force. Well, chat, you have created a incident in the north that might cost us everything, but we'll see. We should have gone, if it were up to me, chat, we should have gone with, yeah, no, we don't need to annex it, but you had to go for annex it. So, of course, they're going to say no. And no, we can't afford a war with New Reno. But technically, a war with the Vipers, it would be fighting a two-front war, but honestly, I think opening up a second front would literally be just opening up potential ulcers that are going to literally bleed us out.
Come on, give me a reason. What is it? Yeah? What's up? We're gonna tear them apart!
Because going to war with New Reno seems ill-advised. Not just ill-advised, we have a non-aggression pact with them. And they said no. They said no, Chatfish.
What's up?
Capitol Hill has fallen. After fierce resistance, Capitol Hill has fallen to the Olympus tribe. Brotherhood forces staunchly defended their position until the last shots were fired. Cowards were shot when they fled from the position, but with the ammunition supplies dwindling, the order was given at dusk to hastily withdraw from their positions, surrendering it to the Olympus tribe. Come on,
Yeah?
get down there.
Honored to speak with you, sir.
Keep taking all that territory. Sweet, delicious territory.
They've been spitting out divisions that are completely untrained. It's just funny. Just rolling right through them.
What's up?
There we go. Good. The Tame Frontier. The Chop Shop will give us plus 7.50% attack for tanks, but we don't have tanks. The Secrets of Navarro will give us research, equipment, and bonuses there. We're going to go for that. Which... There we go. We'll take their navies, the ones they supposedly had, and there we will end the peace conference with having annexed all of it, making the NCR's name the longest name on the map. Like, no, it's a noodle. Fucking purrs. Now, more importantly, we need to start figuring out what to do here. So, we need to get rid of this. This little thing we got going on here is not okay. We need to get a purple line like this. Bada bing, bada bing. Purple army will take care of that.
Honored to speak with you, sir.
This army must also decide to become a big noodle as well.
Hey.
I'm kind of hoping that they have enough troops to hold that, but I'm not entirely sure if they can hold that, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there.
Yeah?
Order this army up here. I'm going to order this army to become a garrison army. They're just going to focus on guarding the coast, guarding capture points, guarding ports, and guarding forts. And borders, if there's any borders to be shared. Okay, there's a port down there. Because they might try to naval invade around those areas. And if they naval invade in the back there, then that's just all the way goddamn around. Okay, now we need to increase NCR trooper recruitment as high as we can. Power armored divisions, we need to get them in recruitment as well. There we go. We need to get research going. We need to start learning how to make better pure armor. Not only that, but we also need to prepare to enter power armor into production as well. Which, mind you, we don't even have the factories to do, but it is listed on the list of things to produce. Walking infantry, organization +2, platoon. Army experience, special forces, training time. We don't want that. Okay, we've set up defenses all along these little coastlines here. We've got an army in reserve, which we'll set up here.
Hello.
That is a garrison army there.
What's up?
We want another army. I'm going to have that one stationed right about there, on the Mojave outpost.
Hello.
Now, are we out of commanders? We are. God damn it. We're going to promote this field commander. Winged Victory Company. You look goofy. You're now a general. Congratulations. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He can command 4 dudes. He is literally garbage. I don't know why I promoted him. I don't know why I promoted. Mistakes were made, chat bros. Okay. So far, so good. We are now preparing for war with the Caesar's Legion. I think that's probably wise. If we have to do any sort of conquest stuff, we have to do that. Baja Homeland Act, Lessons of Baja. This will give us some doctrine stuff. The secrets of Navarro are now ours. Remind Arroyo. Arroyo has long ties with private rangers and chosen ones for North to keep brotherhoods away from their home. Now that they're facing a threat, we East is only fair they should help us for their effort. I want to get the chop shop up. Oh, that gives us scavenge power armor actually. We're begin heavy trooper training. In keeping their secrets to safely guarded, the Brotherhood has successfully inhibited our ability to manufacture power armor. Thus far, with our occupation of several Brotherhood outposts following their retreat, we have at least been able to obtain it. What's more, tinkering with abandoned terminals, there suggests there may be many left more data operating suits behind than previously thought. Yeah, so we can get some more power armor, so we can get power armor infantry.
Yes. Good power armor.
This fucking guy is incompetent. You need to be sacked. He can't command hardly anybody. Wish you would tell me how many dudes they can command. You got a funny beard. Yes, he's a better commander, as he can actually command 20 dudes.
Hello.
Salvage motorcycles. Okay. Mobile assault equipment. Vehicle defense and HP. We'll get that tech going. We're now producing motorcycles, which that's going to require a lot of upgrading. Standardized tools will allow us to produce stuff faster. Are producing Pioneer kits? We are. Keep producing more things. Force support planning will hurt stability if we do him. Big thinkies. Well, either way, this is a perfect spot to save Chatfishies. I will save this campaign. And we'll continue this after dinner, I think. Chatfish can into California. Big thinkies? Wait, no, hold on. Make California, make the NCR great again. Oh my god, I'm just such a basic bitch for that one. I love it. I'm such a pain. Alright, chat. Our NCR grows strong. We have taken quite a bit of land. We're doing a lot better, I think, historically than the NCR did in reality. But I don't think they ever took Baja California. But we did not do too much with the North. Things went very well with the Shi. The Shi are now our allies. I'm probably going to send volunteer divisions when we get back to help New Reno. And we're going to probably send volunteers to help Arroyo if they're at war. Actually, they're not. Arroyo isn't at war. They are... has other nations that are subject states. They have nations that are subject states. If we get Arroyo into our alliance too, that'll get us another powerful ally. And if we get New Reno to fold in too, we can actually call upon a lot of allies to contest them. New Vegas, I don't know. He's probably going to stab us in the back. It's what he does. Usually what Mr. House does. He has his own ambitions. But if I remember right, his ambitions aren't taking over the world, so we don't have to worry about that. His Securitron nightmare. But yeah, chat. We'll be back in about a few hours. I'll schedule a stream. So I'll see you then. For those who don't see then, have a great day, and you'll see our campaign continue later tonight as we...
Can I quickly chill something before we quit?
Go for it.
And some others are gonna do some metal farming in Helldivers now after the stream. So join us in some of the voice channels if you want to.
That's very
Join
awesome.
us. All right.
There you have it, chat. Feel free to join them, get some medals, and prepare for the ODST crossover next week. Hang on, the Yakuza.
Exactly.
Yes, there is, Gregors. But yes, we'll see you in the war between the NCR and Siege Legion in the next stream. See you shortly, chat. Bye.
Bye.